Damn. Son almost broke his back. Is outrageous. I hope he all right, though. Well, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Long day, to say the least. But commentary is finished. Waiting for it to get processed over on Patreon. So there is that. Hopefully, I had yourselves a good Sunday. It was an interesting one for me, to say the least. But here we are. Am I holding up? I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. We got a date for the funeral on the day after Christmas. Same day my aunt died 9 years ago. Pardon me, 7 years ago. But that's neither here nor there. We're in the building. What's going on, family? I appreciate y'all. I've seen a lot of, I've received a overabundance of messages, phone calls. So I appreciate all of y'all. I'm going to get to everybody when I can. I apologize for the missed calls today. But obviously, it's very difficult to get to the phone at the moment. A lot of things had to be done today. So, no, I was going to stream. I mean, I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to stream on stream. No matter the circumstances. So I was going to find a way to go live. Originally, I was going to go live exactly at the kickoff of the game, but there was an issue with the commentary, so I had to go back and resave it again. And then now it's all just processing. So I was on pace to be done at 7:45 and ended up pushing to exactly 8:20. And I wanted to make sure that I could at least begin the process because something's going on with the internet right now. I don't know if the snow played a role. For those who are in New York, there is snow. So there is that. But yeah. Yeah, we are here. We are here, so give it some time. Did I see your boys get the T? Yes, I watched Naylor nearly blow out his back on this touchdown here, but it's a tie game. I did not see the interception. I heard it, the roar of the crowd. I said, what happened? So I went and I looked behind me to go and see that. And then afterwards, they turned it into points.
King Diabetes is now following.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I see a lot of donations coming in. Some folks resubscribed with Prime. I'll give a second to shout you guys out, then we'll go down the list. On top of that, there's a number of donations that came in yesterday at the end of the stream. I did not get a chance to read those, but I happen to have them in front of me here, so I'm going to get to those as well. But I appreciate y'all tuning in.
My condolences
so we're watching the game
sorry
together.
To hear about your loss. Chicago dedicates that belt to us on the Browns to you, that t-shirt.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Dixon. Much love. 7 months, been a subscriber. TM 89 toe, or I would assume tomatoes, that nature. 10 months. Oh, I appreciate that. That's 10 months. You've been a subscriber. That's much love. Road to 1 million indeed. Hawksy, 4 months. I appreciate you.
For 21 months. Hodge family sends their love.
I appreciate that, bro. NYE, much love. Mr. GH2, 21 months. I appreciate you. Hero, just subscribed. I appreciate you.
Hero 1749 just subscribed.
Yeah, it's yeah, I got both. Ross texted me this morning. Dub called me, but I didn't get a chance to answer the call because I was kind of running around there. So there's that. Next drive, Cowboys have the football here. I did a couple of cameos earlier, sent some to some folks. I still got a couple more to do. Because it's obviously the Christmas season, so some folks needed their shout-outs. That's Trevor that's a first down.
Cena 12 is now following.
That's a first down. So they're in the building. I guess I could start with yesterday's first, and then I'll carry that on to today. Oh, wait, is Javonte Williams out? Is he all right? Damn. Oh, they still doing further evaluation. They said his shoulder might be messed up. Sneak, I appreciate you. So you're praying for me? I appreciate that, man. It means a lot.
Praying for you.
First down. Oh, wow. CD Lamb wide open. First down, Cowboys. They moving the chains. First down, Cowboys. They moving the chains. No, Tom Landry. I know the hat. But Tom Landry passed in 98. Tom Landry passed in 98. I think he might be the longest tenured coach in NFL history because he coached for 29 years, 28 years. No, it might have been 29 because the Dallas Cowboys inception was
Kicking it with
1960,
Rio is now following.
and Jimmy Johnson took over in 89. So it might be 29 years. Cowboys fans or other football historians, you guys can fact check it whether it's 29 or 28, but I'm sure it's either 29 or 28. I know it's not 30. But I believe he's the longest tenured coach in NFL history. Landry died in 2000. I thought it was 98. So which coach died in 90? Wait, what? I don't think Tom Landry made it to the new. He died in 2000. So what coach died in 98? Landry made it to the millennium? What coach died in 98? What coach died in 98? Huh. The more you know. Huh. Yes, I saw Chandler Parsons also tore his ACL, as did Patrick Mahomes as well. Oh, by the way, we didn't even do the whole shtick. If your team got a W, put a fire emoji in the chat. If your team took an L, skull face emoji in the chat. I said Chandler Parsons instead of Micah Parsons. Did I say Chandler Parsons? But yeah, so combined, Overwatch had said this from the bottom of my of what you do. Just want to let you know, all of us with you, my dog. Keep at it, King. You're most sincerely, Dr. White. I appreciate you. Quincy had said, better show our brother some love in Discord. Kyle said cheers. Reality Shift said much love, bro. We're gonna be riding with you. I know he's up in heaven riding with you too. I don't know if you're religious, but I believe he's with you right now with all my heart. I appreciate that, Reality Shift. EV Black had put 100 on it.
Gotcha,
Said, you're so sorry for your loss.
Lady
Take your time,
Aspect is
grieve.
now
Don't let anybody
following.
tell you when to stop. You are loved and surrounded by a strong, loving support system. God bless you and your family. A billion hugs. Rest in power to your brother. I appreciate you, EV Black. Santagan said, you're here for you always. I'm a favorite YouTuber ever. That's high praise right there. We'll all be here with you through it all. All love for you. My condolences. Thank you very much, Santagan. 714 had said, my prayers are with you and your family, homie. Sean Jones said, we all love you, brother. Kenzen said, your prayers. I'm in your prayers, and I'll continue to support you. I appreciate that. Kyle Donovan, the longtime Jacksonville Jaguar fan who's always been in the building, said, much love, my dude. I'm here for you. I got your back, dude. Thank you very much. Kelly had said, we're all here for you. Always, brother. I appreciate that. Jelani had thrown 5 on it as well. Austin had said, praying for you, man. Love you, Chiseled. You rock. Buddy Love said, my heart is with you, Chisel. May God bless you and your family during this time. Much love, brother. I appreciate that as well. Kyle also said, all love to you and your family as well. He doubled back. Dank you, Cena. You can't see me. He said, sorry for your loss. My condolences. Kyle doubled back again and said, you're a great friend, my dude. Much love, my dude. I appreciate y'all, man. Golly, it is way more than I actually thought it was. I opened it up, but I did not scroll. KJ said, you can tell by the crowd's reaction, such ash booking. Oh, yeah, but now we made it back to Cena. Nevertheless, thank you, John. There'll never be another. A Gemini said, genuinely a legendary career you are honored to have witnessed since he was 6 years old. Thank you to GOAT. The epilogue you just delivered was a masterclass. Edward had said, time to get you some DeLorean. You're going back to 2002. Thank you, Cena. Indeed. I think I had everything else from there. But yeah, that covers the carryover from yesterday. But how am I doing? I'm all right. I'm all right. Went to the hospital earlier today. Actually didn't get the chance to be there for the final breath because, well, before we got there, heart gave out. So that was a little unfortunate, but I held up my promise to him that if whichever one of us were to go, we would play and sing from One Piece, Brooks' song from his crew. So I believe it's Binks Sake. So had a moment there. That was very emotional for me. But yeah, so I did have a chance to see him and upheld my promise there. Will I play it at the funeral? Not sure, but it's going to be very interesting. You know what was very tough about it? Man, he loved One Piece so much. We we started watching One Piece together the year after his brother passed, and he won't get a chance to see how it ends. Fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. So the end of One Piece is gonna be tough. So I got to make it there. But I don't want to make things somber. We're into the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna finish this beverage here tonight. So if you guys don't mind me, I'm gonna finish this here tonight. First and goal, he throws the football away. Tribute video was beautiful today. Thank you very much. It was right after I got, like, literally once I got off stream, I sat here in silence for maybe like an hour and a half, thinking, crying, replying to some messages, reading some other messages as well, and just felt it on my spirit. And what's wild is there's so much more to say, but I guess I'll put together, when I put together the eulogy, if you will, because I'm 100% sure most likely they'll have me do it. From there, I'll probably be able to put all of my thoughts into text. I'm somebody who likes to do everything off the cuff. When I spoke at my grandmother's funeral, when I spoke at my aunt's funeral, I didn't have something prepared. I just went off of a whim for 15 minutes. This one in particular, I think I'm probably going to have to write something down. So I'll probably have that recorded. I think back to The Rock. Touchdown by Davis. Dallas is in front. I think back to when The Rock had eulogized his father and he recorded it and had it posted on socials. I thought that was very beautiful. And I told myself, you know, the next time that I unfortunately would have to go and speak at a funeral, that I would actually write stuff out. So I've got a week and a half to prepare.
Starfighter Grig just resubscribed for 25 months.
When we have
Sorry for your loss. Praying for you.
Thank you very much, Starfighter. Much love. I appreciate that. All right, let me get to the donations that are here over on YouTube. Baby said from the Urinating Tree community, sorry for your loss, Mr. Adonis. We're praying for you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I saw a lot of different communities that reached out. I got a couple of phone calls from other YouTubers, content creators as well. I'm going to be getting to everybody tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Sierra, I'm sorry for your Vikings. By the way, 3 new entrants into the Death Note today. Kansas City went into the Death Note today. Cincinnati went into the Death Note today. And ironically enough, the Minnesota Vikings didn't even have an opportunity to get forced in by way of themselves.
Navy Aspect just subscribed.
Chicago, I believe Chicago winning. Green Bay lost. No, I don't think Chicago and Green Bay played a role. It was somebody who was in the what was the victory? No, it might have been Chicago winning cost them. I think it was Chicago winning that cost them. But Minnesota is out. No. They may win tonight, but they're not in. It was it Chicago's win that cost them? It was Chicago, right? Yeah, Chicago winning. No, Detroit losing wouldn't eliminate them. Detroit losing would be beneficial to them. Chicago winning ultimately took out the Vikings. So the Viking season is over. Packers Bears next Saturday. Yes. And I will be live for that. That completely escaped me because it's this Saturday actually, because this upcoming Saturday is the 20th. Yeah, so it's this Saturday. No, I won't be live for that game. I'm sorry. They flexed that one to the evening, right? That they flexed that one to Saturday Night Football, so I won't be able to go live for that. I will be streaming tomorrow evening. But I have a couple of things that I have to do prior, so it's going to be whatever the result of this game is. I'm going to try to blitz through that commentary and then begin the process of, you know, getting some things taken care of tomorrow. So there is that. But yeah, we'll see. Let me get to those donations that came in today over on YouTube, and I'll go down there. So I apologize to the chatters right now who are writing things. I can't see it because I flipped it to the fan funding only at the moment. But everybody who is wishing their condolences, there in the chat over on Twitch, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Kick, I appreciate you guys. Kamolo Nimbus put 2 on it, said my condolences, brother. I appreciate you. Another first down for the Vikings as well. Big Fat Paulie said, just checking in on you, bro. We're here for you. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. I know you've been through a lot as well, so I'm glad that you're here in my time of need as well. Caveman Austin in the house. Brother, you've been here for years, man. Said, hi, brother. So sorry for your lost W's for the unknown Adonis. We love you. Thank you very much. Brendan, in the building, just became a member. Mr. King saluting me with 10 on it. I thank you very much. Jermaine put 2 on, said, you all right, man? We're here for you, brother. I'm trying. I am soldiering through. Deefin said, sorry for your loss, CA. Praying for you and yours. Thank you very much for the prayers. They are much felt as well. Earlier today, that gave me a lot of strength. And I didn't know where they came from. So that's an amalgamation and a strength that was bestowed upon me from the prayers of everybody around me. Gear Trail, for 5 wants to say, how you doing, Chiseled? I know what it's like going through a tough loss. Lost your dad last year for a long time. You couldn't function. Brother, let me tell you something right now. That's tough. That's incredibly tough. And you and a number of other people who had to deal with loss, myself now included, in the chat, it is tough. It is tough, but life does go on, but that doesn't mean you go on without them. So you carry them on your shoulder, and that's what I'm doing. I'll be a living testament, if you will, of that as we continue to navigate and move forward. Ivan, sincerest condolences to you and your family. 1205 for life, but 2 said, Chisel, blessed to your bro. Oh, blessed to you, bro. Thank you very much. To both of you guys.
Gesture emoji. Praying gesture emoji.
Thank you very much, Midas. I appreciate you. And I hope all is well with your family as well. The expanding family, if I'm not mistaken. Pregnant wife. As long as my memory doesn't, have me fucked up here. Grant put 5 on it, said, God bless you and your family. Condolences, man. We appreciate you. PS4L. PS for life. Pittsburgh Steelers for life. Here we go. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Formerly, damn Rudy, my brother. I thought about you immensely with what you had to endure with your wife as well. And I thought about the process of those streams over the months leading into her passing and the joy that you brought to the chat room. I thought about that a lot over the course of the past couple of days. So I appreciate you as well. I don't forget these things. This one of the reasons why I truly appreciate the intimate community that we happen to have here, because this is something that's been built over years. It's not as if, we just, as the kids would say, spark stream. 3rd and 8 here for JJ McCarthy. He's going to air it out. Oh, he put way too much hang time on that. Ended up working out. He's got Addison down to the 5. AC Ari, your team is moving the football. But this is something that's been cultivated over years. So it's not something that's, it's just 1 month here, or maybe it's one week here. It's at a point now where if we was all in a room and everybody had their username, of course, on display, you can immediately almost pick up conversation as if we were on the chat. So that's what I appreciate the most about the stream over the period of time. Some people look at the numbers. I don't. I look at the people. I see a face on the other end of the username. So I appreciate you guys for that, for being able to give me a community to be a part of, because it's not, it's your community. No, I'm a part of this just like you are, man. 1st and goal here for the Vikings. And a timeout is coming in from the sideline. Adaptive, but 2 on said, all love, bro. Hope I got your message. I would have to check if you sent it on Instagram, because they've been pouring in from when I dropped the video earlier this afternoon. They were pouring in from there. Kayla put 2 on, said, Brandon and I send our condolences to you, Adonis. Thank you very much to the 2 of you guys. Sargon put 20 on it, said, shit, what an interesting day of football. Kansas being in the death note was not only a bingo card. Speedy recovery to Mahomes. I hope you're doing well, Chisel. All love every time. My prayers with you. Thank you very much, family. You always been in the building, always supporting. DeShante Peterson put 10 on it, said, this might be my first donation on YouTube ever, but God bless you and yours, and the prayers and condolences to you and your family, all that the loved and cared for him. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, for you dropping into the chat for the very first time, donating, maybe not in the chat, but first time donating on YouTube. I appreciate that. I'm honored to have been the first. Jordan Mason's going absolutely nowhere. Suarez put 2 on and say, hey, CA, just want to say RIP to the unknown Adonis. Thank you very much. He looked very peaceful as he was laying there. And I thought about, I had touched his hand, and the rigor mortis obviously had already began. And man, he used to enjoy when I said it in commentaries and voiceovers. So I'm like, damn, what are the chances it done happen to you, man? It was a moment. Unchiseled Adonis actually came as well, so we both were there. And we had a moment together, just watching. That's pretty much watching, because it's not as if we could have a conversation. He ain't saying nothing back. But yeah, that was something. And I was glad that he actually had a recording. That's a touchdown, Justin Jefferson. There's laundry on the field though. But there's there was the videos that I put at the end of that video. The unchiseled Adonis had it, and I completely forgot about it. So he showed it to me as I was in the hospital. Then I quickly added it to the video. That's why it's kind of out of order. Illegal formation, no touchdown. Laundry on the field. Laundry on the field. The touchdown's coming back. So I added it. So it was a little bit odd that it had the outro and then the subscribe to the channel, and then the videos were after. That was because I added it afterwards. So there was that. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this in the video. You know this ending, right? That I have at the end of the video now. So I'll put it on screen now. So this one in particular. This is based off of Ace when he is revived, or I should say freed, at Marineford in One Piece. Ace was the unknown Adonis's favorite character. So that was another thing that we had directly associated with the channel. Like, he is all over the content everywhere. That's what makes it so tough, you know? That's what makes it so tough. That was primarily something between us. So that was for Ace's freedom. And I guess now he's free of the pain. So I'm trying to make things work here.
124 just
Envy.
resubscribed for 22 months.
I appreciate
the
you.
Unknown Adonis. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much, football. I appreciate you. Envy, for 5 months, I wish I could give more, but I'll keep you and your family in prayer. Your videos have helped you push through your hard times. You'll do what you can for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man.
Gifted one
attendance is more than enough. And even just visibility behind the scenes. You ain't even got to be here. Back shoulder, incomplete, 3rd and goal is coming right now for these Minnesota Vikings. Captain Espanol, for 5 months, said, what's going on, Chisel? Kind of wasn't expecting me to go live, but glad I'm doing okay. Cheers to the unknown Adonis. Always be praying. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. By the way, you know what's wild? I didn't even know today was going to snow in New York. I had no idea. Because obviously my mind was elsewhere, right? So when I woke up, my car is completely covered in snow. Driveway snowed up. First time I ever had a driveway in my life, by the way. Driveway snowed up. The pathway to the sidewalk snowed out. So I'm sitting there like, I ain't got no shovel. Oh, JJ McCarthy better run. Why would you try to lower the shoulder? Just run to the end zone. What are you trying to get wiggle for? You don't got that. He's down a half yard short of the end zone. You might as well just keep the offense on the field. You're eliminated from playoff contention. What you kicking field goals for? Might as well go for it right now. JJ McCarthy tried to showcase a little bit of wiggle. For what? Right? So I didn't have a shovel, but I texted my neighbor. And then he told me that he has a shovel. Apparently everybody on the block has snowblowers. Right? So I was like, okay. But I had missed the mark by the time I got back from the hospital. Everybody who had already snowblowed everything out. So I was too late. I'm not gonna knock on somebody's door. Hey, can I use your snowblower? I had 10-minute window. So I grabbed, he said I could use a shovel, took the shovel, shoveled everything, and then covered my car. JJ McCarthy on the boot finds the end zone. Man was grittying into the end zone before he even found his way to the paint. That's a touchdown for the Vikings. He don't got no wiggle, but he certainly had that gritty. That was a beautiful looking score. That was a beautiful looking score. The Vikings are on the cusp of tying this game. Magnificent boot, great call, even better phantom handoff. That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous from JJ McCarthy. Look at the switch of the hand on the fake handoff. That was gorgeous. You talk about beautiful execution, perfect execution of the phantom handoff. That's it. That's it. Listen, we joke about JJ McCarthy. I know the meme goes viral where he's in the locker room and everybody uses his face as a form of a joke for mediocrity. But let me tell you something right now. That right there, textbook. Textbook. To a T. To a T. There's going to be coaches who's utilizing film to show that phantom, handoff. They could use that footage to show a perfect phantom hand. That is it. That is it. That was beautiful. That is beautiful. You got to give credit where credit is due. I know we joke about J.J. McCarthy, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Did I miss any? No, I'm still working on my way down. Okay. David Box had been a member 45 months. Brother, first and foremost, congratulations to your Chicago Bears. But God bless me and my family. I appreciate you, man. Much love. Zachary put 5 on, say praise to me and my families, both. Sorry for your loss. Get to 1 million for him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is gonna be my whole plan for when I get close to the million. When I get close, the stream that I'll probably do I don't think I'm gonna do like an all-day stream or something of that nature. But if it's possible, I will. I'm gonna go back to my parents' house and do it from there.
Gifts.
Matt giving out gifts. I appreciate you.
More gifts.
It's not a gritty, it's a skedaddle. It's hilarious.
Gifted Zybooks 15 a subscription. Match Visor gifted a tier 1 sub to Zybooks 15. They have given 155 gift subs in the channel.
Now? Jeez. Incredible, man. How cool is that? 155. That's awesome. That's awesome. Devious Rage. Put 5 on, say, hey, Chiseled, just heard the sad news. Your deepest condolences. We as the viewers sending prayers to you and your family. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Robert put 5 on, said, now that Burrow has made his feelings clear in this gross loss, do the Bengals get rid of Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin? Again, much love. You ain't alone. Thank you very much, family. As for hearing Burrow's concerns, do they get rid of Zach Taylor? I think they can potentially get rid of him solely because you can mark concern towards, well, Burrow's been hurt, so he's been somewhat underhanded, not having his quarterback available over the course of really the last 2 years. But in the same vein, it's not as if he's getting hurt just on some freak accident kind of situation. It's your ineptitude to protect him that's gotten you to this point. So yes, I do believe they got a clean house in the coaching staff. And furthermore, they really have to double down on throwing some money to acquire a defense. And furthermore, they did try to beef up that offensive line, but clearly they don't got the right coordinator to do it. So they got to go and figure that out. That has to be agenda number 1 going into the offseason. Because if you got yourself a quarterback that can't be protected, you have to protect them. And then number 2, if you got a defense that can't stop nobody, you got to go and acquire some pieces. Oh, my Lord. What a jump cut there by Cavante Turpin. What is going on with the Minnesota Vikings right now, fam? They do something good on offense, and then immediately special teams and defense just decides, let's not play football and make things tough on us. You got to play all 3 phases of the game. That's a very good return. That's a very good return. Suarez, Batuan said, who do I think will rep the AFC now that KC is gone? Well, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and the man of the AFC has finally gone down. So truly, it's anybody's game in the AFC. In my opinion, it's still wide open. I think today's victory for Denver was the most impressive of the season for them. And they looked very good. Bo Nix in the offense, they played very good. Bronco fan, I'm very happy of how your team performed today. New England wet the bed, and Buffalo came roaring back. And they're starting to take form as things are moving forward. I say it in the commentary. I think the Texans are the most dangerous team in the AFC right now. I think they are. I think they're the most dangerous team in the AFC. The Texans are a problem. That defense is too legit to quit. So okay, now I can post this on Patreon. Okay, cool. All right, so commentary is going up ad-free on Patreon. Beautiful. All right, but yeah, the Texans are frightening. The Chargers look okay. I think they have enough to win a playoff game. I'm just curious if they'd be able to make a run, per se. Jacksonville. I really like the way Jacksonville are coming into form. I'm not going to give no super, credit for today. Of course, they played the Jets, but again, it's any given Sunday, and that's a professional football team at the end of the day. How did Ferguson make this man miss? What are you doing? Ferguson don't got no wiggle? What are you doing? They lucky they got a punt. They made it to midfield. Get your offense off the field. Oh, no. They saying Schottenheimer got them boys still on the field. Well, this is what you get for not tackling Ferguson. What the hell are y'all doing? But needless to say, in the AFC, it's wide open. It really is wide open. And if I confidently can't give you who I believe will pull away and go the distance. If I wanted to try to be safe, I would say Buffalo. But I just don't trust their defense down the stretch. CeeDee Lamb wide open over the middle. You see, this is why y'all in the death note. This is why y'all in the death note. This is why y'all in the death note. Y'all love to tease and foreplay, but you never actually make it to the final base, if you will. Whole lot of nipple action. No penetration. That's the Vikings in 2025. Chicky Baby just became a member. I appreciate you. Kid Boo Pateno said if we lost that walking skeleton, the crash out would have been unconstitutional. But on a serious note, God bless you and your family through this tough time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Kid Boo. And the unchiseled Adonis. Well, I mean, the unchiseled Adonis does like Kid Boo as well, but he prefers Cell over Kid Boo. Unknown Adonis loved Kid Boo. So that's awesome. I'm gonna go to the house, like I said in the no, I don't think I said anything then. No, I was talking to somebody else, so I didn't say it on stream. I'm gonna go to the Unknown Adonis's house tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna pick out some things. I got him the ECW championship a few years ago. So that will be the next title that I put up there. So I look forward to having that, and I'm also gonna get his varsity jacket that he held so dear from high school, and I'm probably gonna frame it. I'm gonna frame it, and I'm gonna put it up somewhere around here. So I'm gonna have some stuff that's there. The ECW championship from I believe it is the not the big gray version that was god awful, but it's the WWE version of when they first brought back ECW. So it's the same one that Taz wore. To my knowledge, but I'd have to go pick it up. I'll show it to you most likely tomorrow evening on the stream. Darian Patuan said, cheers to the Unknown Adonis and prayers to you. Thank you very much. 3rd and 5. They're inside the 30. Big Shield just became a member as well. Another timeout is coming in right now. 6:41 left to go in the first half. Trey Porter Patuan said, condolences, bro. Thank you very much. SGF Reese for 5 said, been praying for you all day. Marks your 13th year since losing your mom and moving to Philly. You've always inspired you to be positive. Cheers, man. That's first and foremost my condolences, and thank you so much, man. R.I.P. to your mother. R.I.P. to your mother. Yeah, and today was the unknown Adonis's older brother's what would have been his 33rd birthday today. He passed away at 9. Well, pardon me, at 10. We were 9. He was 10. So I have to figure out a name for Dan. I don't want to say deceased Adonis because now there's another deceased Adonis. Yeah. So I'll have to figure out a name for my other brother. Oh geez, Dak was able to make a man miss. Oh, he got him right back. You escaped him just to have him come right back. Great job right there from Grenard. That's how you stay after the quarterback. He got bopped at first and was able to get back at him. I know he was about to be angry as hell on the sideline, but he made it work. He made it work. You know what? I like that. Unforgettable Adonis. I like that. Unforgettable Adonis. I like that. King Diabetes in the building. How's it going? How is it going? I appreciate that. Brian put 10 on it. Said your condolences to me. Chiseled, I'm one of your all-time favorite guys on here. You always watch my videos when you're having a rough time. Now it's our turn to be there for you. Love you, man. I appreciate you. Oh, Lord, he missed a 51-yard field goal. This is Brandon Arbery. He don't miss. Brandon Arbery ends up missing. Oh, boy, y'all getting ready to get sent to the death note, man. What part of the game is this? You have to win out if you're Dallas, because the only way you can make the playoffs is by way of winning the division. You have to win out, and you need Philly to lose too. You cannot, under any circumstance, afford to take an L. You have to win out. If I'm not mistaken, 1 L puts them in the death note, because remember, they have the tie as well. It's better than a loss, but it's not going to be as good as a win. They have to win all the way out. Ralph put 5 on and said, you dedicate your journey to quit drinking and smoking to the memory of your brother. Wow, that is high praise. That is high praise. He would absolutely love that, man. That's gotcha, bitch. I appreciate that on his behalf.
Is now following.
and also on my behalf as well. That means a lot. That means a lot. Kyle Donovan, put 10 on it again, said, sorry about your brother. I hope you're well. Duval, apologies for your brother's loss. Love you, my dude. I hope you're well. You're here for me. Much love. Thank you very much, Kyle. You've always been a staple in the chat room. Hype, put 10 on it. Said, praying for your brother. Praying for me, my brother, and my family. Hope your brother lived the same with the same humility and humor that you give us each time you hit the channel. Thank you very much, Hype. I appreciate that, hundo. And yeah, he certainly did. I was laughing about a lot of different things that he would say, or just in regular conversation. Like, I have a lot of inflection and emphasis when I say words or say different things, but he did that as well, right? Like, that's something I'd like to believe that we developed together as we were growing up. So a lot of this stuff is like an homage to him, man. So it's odd that he's not here. As time continues to move forward, I think that's when grief will hit me. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Chucky Bobby, put 10 on. Said, just watched my latest video. Wanted to show some love and send some prayers to you and yours. You go through this as you go through this tough time. May your bro rest in peace. Stay strong and God bless you to you and yours. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you had a chance to go and watch, because I was just sitting here and legitimately, you can see in the midst of it, it's not as if there's any sort of, hey, this is what I want to talk about or whatever. I was just sitting here and said, you know what? I'm just going to hit record. I'm just going to go. This is what I usually do anyway. So I think I mentioned, because it was like 2 a.m. at this point. So I think I had said something along the lines of, yeah, I think I'm rambling now. So I was just trying to figure out a way to go and finish the monologue, if you will. But I would hope that I did him justice. I would hope that I did him justice. Brandon Pateno said, your prayers are with you. Your prayers are with me and my family. Losing a family member is always rough. RIP to the unknown Adonis. He will be missed. We will always be with you through these tough times, just like you are with us. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'd like to believe that I'm there with you guys when you're going through something tough as well. I know I usually just take a moment to, acknowledge what transpired. I wish, my ability to navigate through the DMs was the way it was 5 years ago, before I was receiving hundreds a day and I was able to respond to every single one. But maybe I'll sacrifice a day of recording like I wanted to in the past. Maybe just take a whole day, and that would just be for DMs and comments, just to be able to just reach out to the people and really give back to the community like I wanted to when this all started. And believe it or not, a blessing in this situation kind of gives me more than enough of a reason to really go and stay consistent in that retrospect. Also, would you believe one of the final gifts the unknown Adonis had given me literally today? The resident Hobbit's brother called me today, and we spoke for like the first time in some time, right? Lo and behold, an hour after the conversation, the unchiseled Adonis sends me a message, and immediately I said, you motherfucker. The unchiseled Adonis sends me a message, right? And says, and this is at 5:08. This is at 5:08. He says, oh, let me see if it can get focused. Is it getting focused? It's getting focused. He says, yo, which game was I looking for? And I said, Tenkaichi 3, because I couldn't find it literally for a year and a half. And he says, guess who has it? Marvin's brother. The unknown Adonis had the fucking Tenkaichi 3 this whole time. I don't even know how the hell he got it. I don't know how the hell he got it. And immediately I was like, wow, impossible fucking Dave, man. This got to be him. That's got to be him. Because had this situation not happened, I probably would have never known where the fucking Tenkaichi 3 was at. Now I know where it's at. So I sat here and I laughed about it while I was recording the commentary. I don't know which highlight I had stopped in between to take about like 5 minutes just to laugh to myself about it. But like, man, we spent this long period of time trying to fucking find it, and here we are. So now I'm going to have my Tenkaichi 3 back. As the Vikings continue to march. Oh, Jesus Christ. Justin Jefferson got that ice on again. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Where's my Boondocks clip? Because Justin Jefferson always got that ice on display blinding the individuals when they're trying to tune in and watch the games. He's got chains on chains on chains. If you guys remember the song, racks on racks on racks, racks on racks on racks. For him, it's chains on chains on chains, chains on chains on chains. That's him. That brother got all kinds of chains. I can't find it. That brother got all kinds of chains, bro. I'm blinded. I can't see. I can't see. My eyes are in pain because of Justin Jefferson's chains. Nobody can see. I'm still searching. Nobody can see because he's blinded for, I found it.
With your
Shit, nigga, the sun is deflecting all this ice. I can't see a motherfucking thing.
Man, get the fuck out
Nah,
of
for
here.
real, nigga, look.
Shit.
Man. Yo, you got your stutter shades, right?
Why you hating? Because I'm shining. Fact. Ciara said he needs to thaw out so he could get 50 yards again. Indeed. I think he's approaching 1,000 yards, but he would need. Yeah, I think it was like 800 something coming into this week. So he'll get to the 1,000, but it's a down season for him, right? So there's that. Let me continue with the donations. Mr. Raffi became a member. I appreciate you. Isaiah put 7 on it. Said you're sorry about an unknown Adonis. You're grateful for encouraging words that I gave you when you lost your brother back in the summer. Stay strong, brother. Thank you very much. And I hope that that you've been able to navigate that loss. I don't want to say well. But I hope you were able to endure it over the course of the past couple of months, because it's tough. It's tough. I'm only a couple of days in. You're months in. So I hope you were able to take those words and continue to keep his memory alive. I've just been downloading video after video after video and starting to begin the process of backing everything up there. Adrian had put 2 on, said, who had the best draft class? I think 2011, when it's all said and done, will have a great argument for greatest draft class of all time. 2011 had some dogs across the board. I don't know which draft class produced the most Hall of Famers, but I will say this much. For one team, 1974, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't think there's any other team who had a better draft in the history of the NFL than the 1974 Pittsburgh Steelers. I truly don't believe there is a single team. You produce 5 Hall of Famers from that draft. 5? That's outrageous. Like, literally, that is outrageous. 5 Hall of Famers, 1 draft. You can't beat it. Dwayne, but 5 wants to say, how is Kermit the Frog dealing with Patrick Mahomes feeling right now? Well, I'm sure he's having a terrible time. We're in the elimination station. We're doing terrible right now. That's not what I wanted to cook at all. No. What do you mean? I'm here. I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm not here anymore. I'm here in the Death Note. Why am I here? I'm Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes. I'm in the Death Note. No. Let me out. Let me out. I'm a good frog. Good frog. Good frog. Good frog. Free me. I'm a good frog. Son is in the Death Note. Son is in the Death Note, having a terrible time. I'm not supposed to be here. You had the Chargers hit him with the Warlock Punch. Hit him with the Warlock Punch. Tank the Sun giving out 5 more gifts earlier. I appreciate you. Oh, Lazy gave out 50 gifts. Oh, my. Super gifts were given out the entirety of the evening. I'm continuing to scroll down, so if I happen to miss it a little bit earlier, I apologize. But I'm now reaching towards the more current times at this point. Vagabond had put 10 on a little bit earlier. Sorry about your Green Bay Packers a little bit earlier. Said, hey, brother, sorry about your loss. Hope all is well for you. Prayers out to you. Take care of yourself. Football has been deflating for you now, but hope that things turn around for me. Thank you very much, family. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. You've been a constant staple in the chat as well. Thank you very much for all your support. Mr. King said, who's winning the NFC South? What I tell you guys about divisional football? There's no such thing as a trap game in divisional football. But the Saints came to play, and Carolina struggled. Tampa loses on Thursday. Carolina has an opportunity to take a commanding lead in the division. You lose. And Carolina and Tampa Bay haven't played each other yet. So now, guess what? Instead of having a bit of a cushion to where if you lose that first game, you can recover, now you got to win both. Because y'all right here. You got to win both. You can't keep wishy-washy type. Like, that's not good football. So, who wins it? I'm still in on Carolina. because the injuries are mounting for Tampa Bay, and they're playing fragile football. But I'm still in on Carolina, but they'll win the division. They won't win a playoff game, but they'll win the division. They'll win the division. Big Shield. I had put 2 on and said, we're successful in unlocking the phone. No, in fact, y'all take a guess. Y'all take a guess right now for a pin. Y'all take a guess right now for a pin. I'll revisit that in about 5 minutes because I'm still reading the donations, but I have no luck whatsoever. I spoke to the doctor today, and we called. He had Boost Mobile. I bought him a Galaxy S21. This man broke the phone within 8 months. I bought his a month after I bought mine. And I don't finance phones. I like to I pay everything full. Son broke the goddamn phone. Pain. But yeah, so because he doesn't have like a higher powered phone, we're kind of at a tough spot, right? So, but they did say if I have the death certificate, then perhaps they would be able to unlock said phone. But I did back up his data and his information through the Gmail. So that's the positive. And I downloaded all of the files. But of course, there are some things that probably aren't backed up to Gmail that I don't want to wipe the phone. So I'm probably going to go to Boost Mobile and see if I can, get bypass the PIN code. Jailbreak it. Well, perhaps that'd have to be the move, but then I don't know how. Like, I don't know these things. I'm a master of piracy, but unfortunately, this is one of those things I don't know how to do. Uncle Slime. Put 10 on, said, praise to you and the fam, CA. I always appreciate your authenticity with the community. You deserve love and blessings pouring in. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you guys acknowledge the authenticity. And oh, wow, low pass, nearly intercepted. Tried to get TJ Hawkinson, but completely missed him. They're going to have to kick a field goal to take a 3-point lead going into the 2-minute warning here. Or I should say coming out of the 2-minute warning here. Well, they already came out of the 2-minute warning. I should say going into the 2-minute drill for the Dallas Cowboys. And Slowed. Is that how it be pronounced? Oh, Soul Devourer. I don't know why I said slowed. Soul Devourer. Pateno say, hey, CA, these messages are a little short, so you can't yap how you want. But just wanted to say, been watching me since the hot mic streams and before, got you through quarantine and many other things. Love, man. I appreciate that. That's love right there. Even mentioning the hot mic days. I reached out to their the CEO some months ago just to see how he was doing. So I'm glad that he's doing all right. I told him, hit me. He said they have like a project that's coming up at the top of the year, so he'll probably hit me then. I said, I bet, say less. So if in the event we can get back to hot mic, that'd be great. So we'll see. We'll see. Chucky Bobby put 10 on us. And by the way, as a fellow Eagles fan, you're sure that the unknown Adonis would have been satisfied with our performance today, even though it was the Raiders that we beat. Yeah, you guys played a hell of a game. You zipped them 31-0. And I went to Twitter to go get a clip for Caleb Williams. You guys are going to see it in the commentary later. So I went, actually, you know what? Because it's a 2-minute drill, I'll premiere the commentary at 10. Yeah, so I'll put it to premiere at. I got a AI clip of Caleb Williams. Some of you probably seen it on Twitter. So it's in the commentary. I think somebody will get a laugh out of it. But yeah, when I went to Twitter, I saw EDP laughing about the Raiders. How is this guy? He's turned Twitter into his new YouTube. So there is that. Whiskey said, go Birds. I appreciate you. Laced with game, put 5 on it. Thank you very much. Dark Justice, put 10 cents. Sincere condolences to you and your family. Thank you for always making entertaining content for all of us. Thank you very much for tuning in. WWE SVR 11 best projects, put 5 on, said you still had the performance of a lifetime last night. You haven't laughed like that in so long when I was commentating the Cena match. Thank you very much, man. Because I want to bring that kind of energy, and truly because the two of us, me and the unknown Adonis, we bonded heavily over wrestling. We both loved Jim Ross. Like, you have no idea how much times we would quote, why, Triple H? Why? By God, he's broken it. We used to do that all the goddamn time. There was moments where we'd be walking outside. There could be 2 squirrels fighting. We just start commentating like we're good old JR. As Sierra wrote it in the chat. Like, we would just do things like that, man. I said, you know what? I'm gonna commentate Cena's last match. And I thought about when JR had said to Undertaker, was it Undertaker? I want to say, yeah, it was Undertaker and Reigns, because his match with Reigns was supposed to be his last one, and I think Jim Ross came out to commentate that match. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, if my memory escapes me. And Jim Ross had said, "I'm going to give it all I got. I'm going to give it everything I have," or whatever the case is, and he commentated that match very well. So with that being the case, I said, you know what, I'm gonna, I don't want to say get in character because it's still me, but I'm gonna commentate the match like it's a fucking, like I'm there on the mic and go. So I did that not only for the match, but I did it for the unknown Adonis as well. Angie had put 2 on and said, do I think Burrow would request, what is wrong with me? I can't read. Request a trade from Cincy? Nah, I think it would have to be another year. I think it would have to be another year because he advocated for Burrow and T. Higgins to get paid. They both got paid. I think it would be crazy if it's, I bet, yo, my guys got paid. Cool, yo, I'm out of here. Like, I don't think it would happen this soon. I think he'd take another year. If it's another year of the same shit, then he's out of there. B-Train put 5 on and said, only started watching me this season. Now you fool with all of my content. Sorry for your loss, brother. Praying for your family. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. New time viewer. I hope you enjoy yourself when you tune into the content. Dylan put 2 on and said, RIP to the unknown Adonis. You're so sorry, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate the concern and the sympathy. Means a lot, man. Am I bougie? I got a Stanley? Well, then again, I won this. It's not as if I went out my way to go buy it, but I might get another customized Stanley. Maybe I'll put my logo on it because apparently you can get your logo on it. I won this at the gym. I don't want to say won because I came in second place. But the first place winner, she said she has too many of these. So I said, all right, but I'm gonna use it. LaFaro put 20 on, said, praise to you and the family. Lost yours 19 years ago. The pain was unbearable. Time is the best healer along with family. Just know you have a guardian angel looking after you. He's forever with you. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry about your loss as well. My condolences. No matter how long it may be, the wound of grief is always fresh. Blue Raven Gaming put 5 on, said, you lost your father in 2019 at only 56 years old. You feel your pain. And keep strong, fam. Also a Niners fan. Thought on the NFC West. Well, for one, again, my condolences to you as well. And I couldn't imagine that pain. And I actually spent about like before going live yesterday when I was at my parents' house, I spent an overwhelming amount of time just holding my father's head. Like he doesn't like it, but imagine this is his head, right? This the hat that I got from Maury. Right, Maury Povich, shout out to him. I'm actually wearing, I'm not wearing my suit pants today, but I'm wearing his sweatpants right now. But I like put my hand on the top of my father's head for like an extended period of time. He's like, get off of me. Yeah, let me go. But I'm like, man, I just want to make sure, he's all right. And because now the unknown Adonis's parents, morbid to say, but they no longer have any children. And one of my childhood elders, if you will, she was like, hey, don't ever leave them. I'm like, man, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here with them for the remainder of the road. So with that being the case, I'm not only taking care of my family, I'm taking care of them as well. So I'm holding it down for everybody, man. Like legitimately, when I was a kid, I always said I wanted to be like that of the Godfather and like I look after the whole fam and extended family, and well, what do you know, here I am. So I got to make sure I don't fall off, as the kids would say. So well, we'll see. Ice Trade put 2 on, say, how am I holding up? I'm surviving. I'll see how I feel next Friday at the funeral. Man. It'll be tough. Jeffrey Salvador put 10 on and said, praise to you and the family. You lost both your grandmothers in a span of 2 years, with losing one back in September. We're here for you, and you'll feel your pain for you. You're not alone. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. And my condolences for the loss of your grandmothers. One of my childhood friends, we're not really friends anymore, but he lost his grandmothers in a 2-month span. It was brutal. I can only imagine what that feels like when you're trying to heal from one and then another blow. That is tough, man. And I hope you've been able to surround yourself with love I hope I've been in some form of, an escapism to a degree. I ain't gonna say I'm super attributing to the healing, if you will, but if it could distract you from the pain, even for a little bit, man, I hope I've been able to do that. 9 Deep One or IX Deep One said Minnesota may be in the death note, but we're taking Dallas with us. We shall see how that's going to play out. Suarez put 5-1 said you should have put that one clip from American Dad in the commentary where Kermit and his founder Jim Henson are trapped in the glass square from Superman. Shit, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Dwayne put 2 on and said, how's SpongeBob feeling right now? We're going to see. Oh, is this brother busted open? Was he bleeding? Did he get it like caught in the eye? Oh, I think he might have got poked in the eye. Ooh, is his eye swollen? Like at the top of the eye looks a little red, or is that just the angling of the sweat and the angle of the camera? Not sure. Optimistic put 5-1 said condolences, my man. Hopefully the Steelers fire Tomlin and May versus Allen's shaping up to be like Brady Peyton. I mean, it was a good game, good pair of games thus far. But remember, we were saying Brady Peyton was going to be Allen and Mahomes, or then perhaps Mahomes and Lamar. So we got for things to be Brady Peyton, to truly get to the level of Brady Peyton, because you guys remember Peyton lost his first 6 against Brady, including the playoffs as well, right? So it wasn't much of a, super QB matchup. At first, it was more Belichick versus Peyton. Brady wasn't really in the picture like that. Like Brady had some sprinkled in games here and there, but it was more Belichick versus Peyton. And it's always Belichick versus Peyton. But then it became Belichick versus, Peyton versus Belichick and Brady, as time went and progressed. So I think for Allen and May, let's just wait a couple of years. Because remember, 2020, 2021, Mac Jones was within a game of being the number 1 team in the AFC. And then, of course, they ended up falling down to the wild card. But they were on the verge. They had a chance to be the number 1 team in the AFC. They were in front in the division. And then the final, I believe it was the 4 weeks, things started to go and shift out. And they're like, yo, the Patriots are still, great. Oh, man, we might have a Belichick versus Brady Super Bowl situation. And then afterwards, they completely fell apart. So I remember those things. So this could be a season that's a flash in the pan or whatever the case is. So we just got to make sure as time progresses, consistency stays. We've seen that with Allen. May is having a hell of a season. Just got to make sure that ain't a fluke, But he certainly has signs of being, something special, if you will. But again, we're only in season 2. So we'll see how things go and play out. Soul Devourer put 10 on it again, said kind of a continuation from the last one, but you had won a giveaway from the Hot Mic Days for $50. Clubbing Blow. Oh, Clubbing Blow was the name. Nice. That's when you saw how genuine I was. Prayers from you. Man, that's love. Clubbing Blow. How cool is that? You used to always be somewhere in the top 3 or top 5. Man, I miss that ranking system, man. That was awesome. Clubbing Blow. That's funny. How cool is that? How many of y'all remember Clubbing Blow in the chat? Oh, wow, that's funny. You was always be damn near on the money with like the predictions of who's going to win this match, who's going to win that, how much the yardage going to be, what's that? Yeah, it used to be somewhere in that, like that top 5. How cool is that, man? That's awesome. The Optimistic Box, but 5 will say you lost both your parents in the past 5 years, one from diabetes, your mom in October from lung cancer, and being an only child didn't help in the grieving. Jeez, man, my condolences. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. It's that must have been a tumultuous time period trying to, heal. In that, somebody's calling me right now, but trying to heal in that period of time. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope things have been trending in a better direction over the course of the past months, if you will, and the last year. But I'm here with you. You need somebody to talk to? I'm here on stream. We'll be here. Everybody in the chat room is here. We hold each other down. Brandon Aubrey lining up to tie this game. It should be a chip shot field goal, but we saw him miss a little bit earlier. 37-yarder. You should not miss this if you're a professional kicker in the NFL, especially playing indoors where there's a dome. Kick us through the uprights. We've got a tie game at the break. Ooh, we still got 3 seconds on the clock, so maybe somebody can get a return and do something crazy. Christian put 2 on and said, Chiefs are eliminated. Prayers, things change. Or prayer changes things. Yes, indeed. And I believe I got to all of the donations there. So thank everybody who wrote something in the chat, sent in donations. I appreciate you guys immensely. And as I've always said, I'll go through the donations. I know there are some chats that be, oh no, we're only reading 20 and up. We're only reading 10 and up. We're only reading 50 and up. We're only reading 100 and up. I ain't doing all that, man. I ain't doing all that. So I'll look out for the people. I'll look out for the people. J.A. in the building said, stay safe. People love from Australia. Australia love. I appreciate that. Much love, man. I appreciate that. Cheers to you. Yeah, you're not Myron Gaines. It's not just him, though, but he's probably number one that comes to mind. But then again, they do get a lot of donations. I guess I can. But this was years ago, so I don't know if they still doing anything now. But I remember it was like 2021, 2022, around that time when they were really at their peak. Bro, their chat and donations used to be going crazy. I remember one time, I think it was because Tommy Sotomayor went on the show, and I was watching the show live, and I just saw the massive amount of donations that was coming in. Like, yeah, we're only reading like 50 and up. I'm like, golly. Can you imagine the amount of folks you got to have in the building in order to only read 50 and up? That's crazy. Yeah, EDP is still around. Still around. Yeah, for dudes who are into yeah, unfortunately. I think they kind of went way too far down the rabbit hole. They were good where they were at, and then they started wilding out. They kind of lost the plot to a degree. I think they still can have some, but I'm not watching, so I can't tell you. But they had a lot of value that they were providing. And then I think they kind of went way too heavy on like the because the red pill terminology is diluted now. It's not what it used to be. But they kind of went off the hinges, if you will. Jaleel put 2 on and said, Obafemi, Braun Breaker, Fatu, who wins in a triple threat? I think in a triple threat like that, this Braun shouldn't take the pin. This variation of Braun Breaker shouldn't take the pin. But I don't think Obafemi should lose in this situation. Jacob Fatu can, but not. That's where it's tough, because I don't think this variation of Breaker should take the pin, because I'm 100% sure he's going to win the title in Brooklyn. I'll most likely be there for that show. Damn. I was going to take the unknown Adonis to this show. It just, did I buy the tickets? Hold on, wait a minute. Did I buy the tickets? I might have bought the tickets. Hold on. That'll really fuck me. Oh, no, they're in my cart. Fuck, I got to remove it? God damn. Ah, shit. Okay, well, all right. That's an experience. Okay, I'll cross that bridge. Later this week. All right. But yeah, so I would say Obafemi, Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu. I would want to see Obafemi win that match, but currently he's still on NXT, but I wouldn't want him to take the pin here. Jacob Fatu, I wouldn't want him to take a pin either. And Braun Breaker is about to be the champion. So of the 3 of them, who's booked the weakest right now? Jacob. I think after leaving Solo, they did Jacob somewhat of an injustice once he dropped the title. So I'm going to go ahead and say Jacob takes the pin. But if they were booking Jacob the right way, Jacob doesn't take the pin. Probably Oba would have to mess around and take the L solely because he's just still in NXT. You know? Manswell Matthew put 20 on, said, what's up, Chiseled? My condolences to you and the family. Hate talking about this, but your dad passed away suddenly in March. So you know the pain. You turned 25 last Tuesday. He's not here to see that. Sending prayers to you. Much respect. I am sorry to hear that. And I know the toughest things is the celebrations. I said landmarks, but milestones. And not having those folks there with you, that's what fucking sucks. And I'm so sorry that you had to endure that. And every birthday moving forward, whether it had even different sort of celebrations of life, whether that be if you want children down the line, if you want a spouse down the line, different sort of celebrations by way of whether it be college, promotion at a job, a fitness goal, some sort of competition, all of these different things. If you had that person there, that would have meant the world. And when they're not, that's what makes things tough. So my condolences. Co-Ranger put 5 on us. It feels nice for Denver to be 12-2. Last time they had 12 wins, you were in the 5th grade. So you're praying for me. Cherish my people, everybody. Well, for one, 5th grade is wild. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for your squad. They're playing very good football. Today really impressed me from Denver. Today really impressed me from Denver. They played a very good game. J Bone in the Bay put 10 on, said, broke your air fryer / pizza oven with some teriyaki honey wings tonight. Pouring some bourbon now. Have a good evening, CA. Thoughts and prayers with me. Thank you very much. Sorry to hear about the air fryer, because I know air fryers is the big grave nowadays. Oh, look at Maria Taylor. But yeah, so I know air fryers are the big rave. Let me stop looking over. Getting distracted. We must stay focused. Must stay focused. But damn, fuck. Because you know the whole I need it. That was something we used to. That was something me and the unknown Adonis used to do. God damn it. Okay. The optimistic box, but 5-1 said, you really been enjoying sports more. You got to meet a few of your favorite drivers. Side note, really happy with how your Patriots are doing. Yeah, they're playing very good football. They're playing very good football today. They played well. I really love what I'm seeing from Travion Henderson. That dude is explosive. But they choked down the stretch. They choked down the stretch. And I would be a little concerned. But it's divisional football. It's divisional football, you know? Gilio Platoon said, but what if the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line? What do you mean? Oh, if the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line between Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, and Obafemi? I still think Jacob would probably take the fall. I think Jacob would probably still take the fall. Neo Gohan. Oh, man. Yo, Neo said, prayers to you and your fam. Love you, man. I referenced you in a conversation today at the hospital, and then also 2 days prior as well, because I was talking about, and damn Rudy as well. Jeez. Oh man, the name is escaping me right now. Yeah, I'm pulling a blank right now. But yeah, I had referenced you guys because damn Rudy had unfortunately lost his wife, and Neo Gohan, if I'm not mistaken, it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, when you had lost your mom. And I had mentioned, you know, oh, Jeff as well. I believe your brother and your uncle. And there was one other individual, and I was talking about how you guys were constant staples in the chat room, and every single time you guys popped in, we took time, and it wasn't just, oh well, I'm just stopping and I'm talking about, you know, find ways to deal with grief or keeping somebody's memory alive. Everybody in the fucking chat room showing love, whether it's by way of, you know, putting emojis and stuff in there, or people just writing, you know, different sort of messages that's there as well. So I appreciate you guys immensely. Putting love in the chat. So everybody who's dealt with loss and lost somebody, you know, we're here for each other. That's what we're here for. Sargent put 10 on it. Said, you don't know if you've been around long enough to be a staple in the community yet, but you try to send much love and laughs, especially when you go Tamatonga mode. You respect me a lot, Chiseled. You're sorry for my loss. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And you are a staple in the community as well. There are times in which you're not in the chat, and folks is like, man, where's Sargent at? I thought Sargent would have been in here wilding out and turning Tamatonga mode and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're a staple in the chat room as well. Oh, wow, the Grassi Posse has showed up. Shout out to the Grassi Posse, man. Shout out to the Grassi Posse. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I actually had given Tom Grassi some love when I went out to Kansas City last weekend for the Underdog event, and Brett Coleman was there. Brett Coleman? You know, now that I think about it, how do I pronounce his last name? But he was there as well. We were talking, and I was saying, man, I was so proud when Tom had the opportunity to have the live stream for, I believe it was the NFL Brazil game. And that was Packers and Eagles? Was it the Packers and Eagles? It escapes me. But the Brazil game, I was so proud. In fact, my stream might still be up. I was so happy for Grassi and Speed as well, an opportunity to get a national, global audience. It wasn't the Packers, well, there it is. But a global audience for the it was Chargers Chiefs. Oh, it was Chargers Chiefs. It was Chargers Chiefs. That's what it was. So what was the first game of the year? No, first game of the year might have been Dallas Eagles. So where did I get Packers and Eagles from? Oh no, that might have been early to kick off the season last year. Yeah, that might have been to kick off the season last year. It had nothing to do with Brazil. Where did I get Packers and Eagles from? Am I against you too? I got years messed up. Whatever the case is, all I know is the beginning of this year, NFL Brazil, I was very, 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 very proud that he got selected because I seen how hard he's worked over the years as well, and I'm ecstatic. And if I'm not mistaken, like 900 some thousand subscribers. You might be like 50,000 away from 1 million. How cool is that? Huh? How cool is that? From teaching to 1 million subscribers, man. That's what it's about. See, some folks get in this content creation, and albeit competition does exist. Competition is around, but man, listen. When you see somebody who's in your field, and remember, YouTube at its core, when you don't got the machine behind you, and it's just, you're a creator, you start this joint by yourself, you doing the editing, you doing the recording, you doing the you're doing the splicing, you're doing the ideation, you're doing the response to the comment, you're doing all those different things, and you're able to pull it off and make it there, because understand, like, all right, well, you make it to 1 million subscribers, woohoo! Like a pop the champagne situation. It's not as if the job is finished, but there's such a small percentage of creators who make it there. Like right now, actually, you know what? Let me Google it. And I know a couple of other donations then came in right now, but let me take a second and just give Tom Grassi his flowers, right? How many YouTube creators make it to 100,000 subscribers?
Fewer than 1% of YouTube
1%.
channels reach 100,000 subscribers, which is
Fewer than 1%, because remember, there's about 114, 115 million YouTube accounts. Now, if you were to try to allocate that towards creators, if you will, still less than 1%. What percent of YouTube creators reach 1 million subscribers?
around 0.09 to 0.1% of YouTube creators achieve 1 million subscribers, which puts them among the top channels. It's
That
a very
is
rare achievement, like getting a gold play
outrageous.
button, showing they're highly successful.
0.1 creator, extremely rare. And he's on the cusp of that. And guess what? Guess what? He never wasn't himself. You go to video 1, and then you get to video, whatever number it may be now, 1,000, if you will. He the same guy. So I'm happy for you, brother. I'm ecstatic for you. Everybody in clickbait, everybody in the space. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys. Because communities have found ways to, incorporate things from everybody into, the comment section, man. I'm so happy for you, man. So shout out to Grassi. Shout out to Grassi, man. Shout out to Grassi. I appreciate you. And I appreciate the condolences as well and the love. You guys mean a lot. You guys mean a lot. I sing high praises everywhere. Whenever people talk to me about YouTube and everything, I always talk about every single creator that I've come across, even if we've never met in person. Like meeting Urinating Tree in person, playing baseball. I don't know nothing about baseball. It was a funny moment where I dropped the pass. I dropped the fly ball, the ground ball, if you will. But I dropped it this game. I caught it the first game. Did not catch it the second game, right? And Urinating Tree came running from the outfield because I was streaming. He's like, what happened to his hand? Like, that's so cool. It's like a multiverse of content creators. Watching 5-point vids, get the hit, get on base, score, stuff of that. Man, that stuff is cool. That's what it's all about. Alan, 46 months. How's it going, family? Also, big congratulations to you. I've never forgotten about you passing that 1,000, man. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Like that is a milestone. Even if things are moving slow, regardless of the fact, Nobody can take that away from you. I just want you to know that when there are times in which you feel like, man, are things not moving? Maybe things are a little bit stale. You are capable. You are capable of winning. Doc Ock put 5 on and said, would I rather have the best seat at WrestleMania or the best seat at the Super Bowl, and why? Or would I rather have a suite? To be honest with you, suite is cool, in my opinion, for a throwaway game. And the only reason why I say that is, if you're a fan of sports like me, oh my God, Cavante Kirpin got another goddamn positive return. Hey, Sierra and everybody who happens to be a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, y'all got to go and say something to the special teams unit. These dudes is letting you down. Cavante Turpin got another return across the 40-yard line. So, if I had my belt right now, you'd have to get the Dr. Umar, some lashes right there, because the special teams unit ain't doing their job. They ain't doing their job. All right. But a suite, I don't have an interest in a suite unless it's somewhat of a throwaway game that I don't necessarily care about, because if I'm in the suite, I'm going to spend a bulk share of the time kicking it with the people in the suite. Like, we'll look at the game. We'll probably be chatting it up. Oh, my Lord, what a run right there from Javonte Williams. Chatting it up in the suite, having some drinks, eating some great food, just going around mingling, networking, having conversations, just chilling, having a great time. But if I'm going to a game and I'm fixing to be in the game, I'm watching every single – I need to be with the people. I need to be with the people. Because I make watching games in real time so fun. Like, I'm not the obnoxious fan. I really, like, when we're cheering. When we're losing, oh, boo, you can boo and stuff like that. I'll get into it with the people around me, but it's always built on positivity. Like, oh, watch what they're going to do. And as things don't go my team's way, you got it. It's because of you. You made it happen. They wouldn't have caught that pass if it wasn't good for you. It's because you want to cheer so damn loud. Hey, you got to sit down. Stop making noise. They're going to keep doing better if you keep making noise. And I almost egg the people on to get more into it. So I'm a fan's fan, if you will. So there's stuff like that. But yeah, if I had to choose, I wouldn't want to be in the suite. But to answer the question between best seat in the house for WrestleMania or best seat in the house for the Super Bowl, if the Steelers are playing, give me Super Bowl. But I've been to WrestleMania twice. And truly, from the spot that I was at, I had a ball. You put me ringside, I'm probably going to be losing my mind. But it depends on the card. Like, I could make any wrestling show fun, but what a catch! Oh, he snagged that right out the air. He put his big paw out, grabbed that football, tucked it right to the body, and got a huge first down. Heads up play there by Dak. Even better catch here by that Cowboy tight end. Because I always fuck up his last name, so I ain't going to say it. It's a tongue twist. I'm going to bite my damn tongue. But yeah, I would say Super Bowl. I would say Super Bowl. Optimistic Box, put 10 on it. Said divisional games are always the hardest unless it's the Jets. We used to always split Bills Fins games. You watch me religiously through 2019 and 2020, and thought the YouTube overlords put me in the shadow realm. They did. 2017 to 2019, I perpetually had 5 to 6 strikes on the channel, literally for 18 months straight. For those who've been around for a minute, I saw Peyton in the chat room. You can attest to this. Oh, you say, you got us? I appreciate that. But you got to get me right. I appreciate that, bro. Family. Yeah, so most likely, if they're doing a game next year, we certainly training. And I'm serious this time. Like, I'm not going to go to the Bronx. But we're going to have to go somewhere. And we have to meet in person. Like, you've been around way too long. It's going on a decade now. Well, maybe, no. There's an MTA video that brought you around. So we're going on 9 years. But, yeah, we got to link up in IRL. We got to link up. But yeah, I was perpetually with 5, 6 strikes on the channel. It was brutal, man. It was fucking brutal. But hey, we persevering. We making it happen. 2nd and 10, gain of about 2 here. Gain of about 2. 12:05 for life. But 2 wants to say thoughts on the Saints sweeping the Panthers. Divisional football. That's all I got to say about that. Divisional football. Am I surprised? No, because it's divisional football. Soul Devourer just became a member. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Jay in the building from the down under. What is going on, my fellow Uso? Said my Uso just dropped by during work to show some love. You found out about my brother during the mass shooting that happened here yesterday in Sydney. You lost a friend too. RIP, my brother. Oh, first and foremost, RIP, your brother as well, your friend as well. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't even know they had a mass shooting that's out there. I am very saddened to hear that. I didn't even know that was happening over in Australia as well. Man, we got some sick folks in the world, man. We got some sick folks in the world, man. I'm sorry to hear that. And I hope you didn't get caught somewhat in the crossfire because that's something that's very traumatic as well. So I pray healing upon you as well, Jay. And I don't know when. I did mention that perhaps I could find myself going to Australia next year or so. So we'll see. But yeah, man. I hope all is well. Soul Devourer put 10 on it again. Said your birds decided to beat the Bucks Thursday, and Kyle Pitts had have his career game, and we're not in the playoffs. Pain. Falcons fans always left counting on the next season. Ain't that the truth? Field goal from the Cowboys is good. It's a 3-point lead. Fuego put 10 on it. Says, sup, Chisel, your prayers. Your father, you lost your father in 2020, died in your arms due to a heart attack. Then last year, lost your best friend when a blood clot went to her heart, and she was 19, and was the one that came to Pop's funeral. Jeez, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's tough, especially losing somebody in your arms. That's brutal. And you know what kind of bothers me, and I think I showed it. Did I show it on stream? I don't think I showed it on stream. I didn't talk about it. But with unknown Adonis, that could have been a situation that happened because I was supposed to go see him on Wednesday regardless. Because I messaged him in the morning. I could go and find the messages here. Yeah, so I messaged him in the morning at 9. This is it right here. This is it right here. I messaged him in the morning and said, "Which room are you in?" He told me, and I said, "I'll be there later tonight," because he usually goes in for dialysis early or it's at noon. So if I know it's a 4-hour process, I'll probably pass by about 6. Sends me the message then because I'm finishing the commentary. Sends me the message then about a transfer, but he misspelled Manhasset. He wrote Manasseh. Oh, I don't think it's focusing. Yeah, he wrote Manasseh. So I spent the better portion of about an hour trying to research Manasseh, and for whatever reason, it didn't fucking correct itself to Manhasset. I don't know why Google didn't do it. Like, it does it now, but it showed me like a hospital upstate or something. I'm like, Manasseh? What? Wow. So I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. When he told me, oh, he got pushed back to 6, if I knew that was the case, I'd have fucking went early. I'd have been there early. And I don't think I would have changed anything. I don't think I'd have been able to change anything. But I could have at least been there, you know? So, hey, something I got to live with. Something I got to live with. Red said, you saw that shooting? It's crazy. Oh, did you? Shit. IRL Bronx stream about to go crazy. I promise you it won't. I promise you it won't. Brown University had a shooting as well. Unfortunately, the U.S. is used to mass shooting on a daily basis. Just crazy. Yeah, that's a problem. It's truly a problem in this fucking country. It makes no sense. Matt put 2 on, said top 3 Dallas tackles and Minnesota running backs. Dallas tackles. I would go, oh, good return. All right, across the 40. All right, Minnesota special teams playing. Nice. As for Dallas tackles, Tyron Smith, obvious. Tyron Smith. Was it, who the fuck was the left tackle? Was it Nate Newton? No, Nate Newton might have been a guard. Was Nate Newton a tackle or a guard? Nate Newton was he a guard or was he a tackle? Nate Newton was Nate Newton was a guard. God damn it. Nate Newton was a guard. I know there's a Rayfield Wright. Tyron Smith, obviously. Oh, pass sales incomplete. Yeah, he was a god. Nate Newton was a god. Nate Newton was a god. Yeah, he was a god. So the Landry guy, Tyrants. Oh shit! Oh man! Oh my God! He blocked for Julius Jones and Emmett Smith at the tail. Oh my! What the hell was his name? Oh my Lord! Oh my God! Yo, he was there. He was there. Oh man! Golly, he was there when in throughout the 2000s. Oh Lord, he was. Oh, what was his name? What was it? He was old as hell on Hard Knocks. He was old as hell. He was on Hard Knocks both times. He was a left tackle. No, not Larry Allen. No, he might have been the right tackle. Oh my God. Yes, Flozell Adams. Yes, Flozell Adams. Oh wow. I'm glad you mentioned Flozell Adams. Yes. Flozell Adams. Yes. Yeah, Adams. Big ass Adams. You'd have to be there. As for the Vikings, running backs. Obviously Adrian Peterson. Dalvin Cook, and if I wanted one more running back. Yeah, Flozell Adams sounds crazy. I don't know if there's anybody else who's named Flozell. Legitimately, I don't know if folks is even named Flozell anymore. And Robert Smith and Robert Smith. So I'd have him there. I am Buddy Love. Patuan said, just stopping by to show some love, brother. I appreciate that. Much love. Wayne Douglas just became a member as well. Much love. It's welfare. So what do I think the wild card is going to look like? Well, it is still coming together at the moment. But if I were to look at the standings right now in the conference, so tomorrow's going to dictate if Miami is out, right? So tomorrow's going to dictate if Miami is out, because they take a loss, they are gone, but they are winners of 4 straight. Then in tonight for Dallas, we're going to see. And then ultimately, you're going to play the game of seeing if it's going to be Green Bay or Detroit, who's able to go and survive. But unfortunately, Detroit did lose to Green Bay, so we'll see how things play out there. But truly, I said for a while, I thought San Fran would drop out. They got Indy, who is, they need to win out. And San Fran's remaining schedule, you got Indy, Chicago, Seattle. In order for Detroit to get in, they need San Francisco to drop out. Carolina and Tampa, it's just division that'll be able to get one of them in. If they don't win the division, they're out. And I think Tampa's going to lose the division. I have Carolina winning that division, right? So Detroit's 2 games behind. And did Detroit play San Francisco this year? No, they did not. They didn't play San Francisco this year. So let me see. The Niners have a 8-2 conference record. The Lions is 5-5. Bro, like, unless the Niners were to lose out, Detroit's cooked. Yeah. Detroit's cooked. Like, they lost to Green Bay. Yeah, Detroit's cooked, bro. Like, they have to win out. They have Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh has to win. I'm sorry. Yeah, Detroit's gone. Detroit's gone. The playoffs, the way it is right now, with the exception of Tampa Bay, the wild card will be, because I have Los Angeles winning the division. They have they play in Seattle this upcoming Thursday. That's going to be for the division, in my opinion. Because, no, Los Angeles has Atlanta and Arizona left. Seattle has a bit more of a difficult schedule, where they have the Rams, Carolina, who needs to win, than San Francisco. I'm going to still take the Rams to win that division. So the wild card is going to be Seattle, San Francisco, and Green Bay. In the AFC, CeeDee Lamb, big first down. They moving the chains. In the AFC, man, New England's loss today could really hurt them if they find a way to just shoot themselves in the foot, because they got Baltimore Sunday Night Football this upcoming week, and then they got Miami and New
20
York.
Panda
Right?
08 is now following.
Buffalo's last games, they have Cleveland, Philly, the Jets. Boy, Buffalo could mess around and steal this fucking division. Buffalo could steal this division. Buffalo can steal this division. There's a dump off.
Gotcha, bitch.
Illinois not going nowhere.
B0cat_X is now following.
Denver has Jacksonville, Kansas City, no Mahomes. Jacksonville, that's going to be a tough game. And then the Chargers at the end of the season. And the Chargers only 2 games behind. So they would need just a Denver loss to set up a situation where if they win out, they can still win the division. And the Chargers beat them earlier. Huh. The Chargers are what, 4-0 in the division right now? What a carry. Oh, Lord. Yeah, they moving the chains. Okay. The Chargers are 5-0 in the division. Their last divisional game is against, you know what? The Chargers, and I said before, the Chargers might mess around and drop out. They have a more favorable schedule than Denver. Indianapolis, I think they just missed their mark. I'm really high on Houston. Yeah, I think it stays the same way. The same teams that are there, they're all going to be there in the playoffs. The 1 seed can mess around and shift depending on how things play out. But I think Baltimore and Pittsburgh, it's really variable. They're both out in the first round regardless. But yeah, I think if Indy won today, they could have kept themselves alive, but I think they just missed their mark. They're gone. And I really believe in Houston now, so they're in. They're in. Hot take, Buffalo versus Detroit, Super Bowl, Bills win. What year would that be? Because Detroit's not going to the Super Bowl this year. They're not even going to make it to the playoffs. Herschel Walker. What's that question for? For Vikings? Oh, well, I mean, Herschel. How long was Herschel in Minnesota? It was about like 5 years or so. When he left from Dallas, how long was he in Minnesota? Herschel was in Minnesota. He was only there 3 years. And it was subpar. Herschel is still a fucking unit, though. He is still a unit. Hyper Vic put 20 on, said the Patriots game was rigged in the second half. You were there, freaking freezing. Marcus Jones had an INT, but it was called back. In the stands yelling, the refs are rigging the freaking game because Mahomes not in the playoffs. What? Wait, but Mahomes not being in the playoffs, what that got to do with New England? Oh, you think they're probably rigging it to set up a situation where Josh Allen can go and represent and get Buffalo their very first Super Bowl in franchise history? The Pharaoh just became a member. I appreciate you. William, giving out gifts. 10 gifts in the chat. We appreciate you. Frankie Batuan said, put respect on Denver's name. R.I.P. Unknown Adonis. I appreciate you, Frankie, and congratulations. I think today was the best game that we saw from the Broncos. Optimistic for 5-1 said, who's next at Elimination Station? Also, favorite saying for me is, what happened to his hands? / the hands is just for decoration. I appreciate that, man. Much love. 1205 for life, put 2 on it. Said top 5 NFL 50-50 ball receivers, no order. Brandon Lloyd needs to be on that list. Brandon Lloyd, Randy Moss, George Pickens. I know it is premature, but George Pickens is truly a 50-50 ball master. Mike Williams is also a very, very great 50-50 ball guy as well. But Brandon Lloyd has to be in that list because Brandon Lloyd was the epitome of catch the difficult passes, drop the easy one. Brandon Lloyd, Randy Moss, George Pickens, Lynn Swann is somebody who comes to mind because Lynn Swann was fucking leaping and catching wild 50-50 balls. Brandon Marshall. Somebody said Brandon Marshall. Julian Edelman, no. Edelman had some great catches here and there, but he wasn't a 50-50 ball genius left and right. Torrey Smith had some good ones, but I don't think I'd put him in the top 5. Tim Brown, good mention. Calvin Johnson. So that's now 4. I really don't want to move Pickens, but I think that's kind of recency bias. It's kind of recency. Because Mike Williams has a bit more of a history there with the 50-50 ball there. You know what? Chris Carter. That'd be my 5. Chris Carter, Calvin Johnson, Lynn Swann, Brandon Lloyd, Randy Moss. That'd be my 5. Fitz just had hell of a hands. He ain't never really had to get too much 50-50 balls like that. Albeit, he caught everything. He caught everything. So there was, I don't want to take that away. So there was no such thing as a 50-50 ball, but there's 50-50 balls. You just having to catch them. But Fitz ain't have to worry too much about things in crazy spot. Antonio Brown has the greatest sideline catches of all time. He's the great. You talk about toe tap, 10 toes down challenge. I don't think I would take Antonio Brown over everybody. I'd take Antonio Brown over everybody. 4th and 3, they're going to go for it because Dallas needs to. Why kick another field goal and risk it? I think you should because the defense is playing all right. They've only given up 3 points, post the 2 back-to-back touchdowns. I'd actually consider kicking the field goal here. I'd take the points because Brandon Marbury's a machine. Steve Smith, a dog. Tyreek Hill, a dog as well, but I don't think they're known for those 50-50 catches. Julio had very good catches as well. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins. Wait a minute. DeAndre Hopkins. But then who would I take out? Because I already said Brandon Lloyd, Randy Moss, and truly Calvin, they got to stay. I will not move on Brandon Lloyd. Lynn Swann is from the yesteryear that I have to show that respect for. Chris Carter, all he did was catch touchdowns, but he had the greatest one-hand catches of all time. I know OBJ got the hands and all, but Chris Carter was doing this 20 years before OBJ even thought about football. But man, DeAndre Hopkins in the 2010s, that brother was snagging some hospital passes, balls that had no business being caught, pause, like, man. Yeah. Yeah, you might have to consider going by era at that point. You might have to consider going by era at that point. Ooh, boy. Stephon Diggs had some good hands as well. Nah, Terrell Owens didn't have too much 50-50 balls like that. Terrell Owens was known for his 50-50 balls. Gotcha, bitch. Terrell Owens, in my opinion, is the second greatest wide receiver of all time. I've said this on the record. I think Terrell Owens is better than Randy. Slightly. Ever so slight. It's like this much. But I'd take Terrell Owens over Randy. Did I see that Jamar Chase made another record, 65 yards over 5 seasons? Nah, Chad Johnson wasn't a 50-50 ball guy. Chad Johnson, in my opinion, is the greatest route runner to ever play the game. Randy every day and twice on site. See, you a Vikings fan. That's the difference. I say the top 3 receivers of all time, Jerry, Terrell, Randy. That's my order. I think Randy is more gifted than Terrell Owens. Terrell for me is like Kobe. You don't got the fucking natural gifts, albeit he's like 6'4", 6'5", right? Built like a fucking ox, if you will. He just worked hard. You can't beat his hustle. And when Randy said, "Oh, I play when I want to," that took me out. Like I hold it against him for his Raider days. Terrell Owens led 5 different teams in receiving. He went to the team that Chad Johnson was on and led them in receiving. Went to Buffalo at 37 years old and still had a 1,000-yard receiving year. Terrell was a dog. Terrell was a prop.
Congratulations.
He's a beast. John, 25 months a member. I appreciate you.
23 just resubscribed for 25 months.
Straight cash, homie. Yeah. Sound bites. He was a poodle to Randy is outrageous. Poodle to Randy is outrageous. Somebody pinch your clip. Fernando put 5 on and said, RIP to the unknown Adonis. Any thoughts on Shannon Moore? Yeah, I'll have a video on that most likely during the week. Marvin Harrison had some great passes. I always remember his touchdown catch against New England, where Peyton put it, for whatever reason, so far on the outside. Could have just threw a regular back shoulder. If you watch the highlights, like, why did Peyton put the ball all the way outside? But Marvin's whole body turned around, was able to hit the ball, readjust, and go catch it. It's in my mind. I see that all the time. I tried to recreate it in high school one time. I got it in practice. Obviously, it wasn't recorded. So one of my flight reacts, that's something that Flight React says, right? Because a lot of people always tag them whenever they say that shit. All right, 6-point deficit right now for the freshly eliminated Minnesota Vikings. Thoughts on the Chiefs getting eliminated? They're done! And I've constantly said, people are very premature when they're talking about dynasties being ended, right? Because let's just say Kansas City recovers next year, goes and wins the Super Bowl. All of a sudden, the dynasty's done because they had a gap. Remember, why is the New England 18-year stretch considered such a, well, not even really, 18-year stretch considered a dominance and dynasty from 2000, 2001. Oh, wow, what a strike over the middle. 9! Able to connect with TJ Hawkinson. But from 2001 all the way to 2019. Remember, they did miss the playoffs. Brady got hurt in 2008. Now, albeit he was hurt in week 1. But if you take that, the following year, they win the division, ultimately lose. Ray Rice gets them in the wild card. And then the following year after that, Mark Sanchez, they get him in the first round. Everybody, I don't want to say everybody, but a percentage of individuals are saying, yo, the Patriots might be done, right? Here you are, you're getting bounced. One and dones, back-to-back years. Brady gets hurt. Maybe you guys aren't the same squad. All of a sudden, bam, go to the Super Bowl, lose. AFC Championship, AFC Championship, AFC Championship, AFC Championship, AFC Championship. 8 straight years. And in the midst of that, AFC Championship, AFC Championship, Super Bowl, we win. AFC Championship, Super Bowl, win. Super Bowl, lose. Super Bowl, win. Wild card. So you have a situation where there's a whole second leg. Like, people get way too, now, albeit you can talk your shit if you want, but you might want to tranquilo, because we'll see how things play out. It's two separate dynasties, but it's 18 years of dominance. And when they went 11-5, Brady wasn't around, but who's to say, oh, man, because remember, they lost some 50-50 games this year. Like, last year, they won a ton of them. That's just football. So shit happens, man. Like, they down now, get y'all jokes in, but do I think it's over? Like, oh, well, the Travis Kelce gone. And like, Tyreek Hill was all world. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He left. They won a title right after him and went back to back without him. Oh, Kelce's old. He's washed. He's going to retire. And guess what? They're going to retool. I ain't saying it's going to be great, but let's just say they go 10 years or 5 years, they do nothing. Oh, yeah, it's all over. Oh, man, they washed. Everything's... And if they recover, then what? So it's like, hey, they down. I ain't want to kick folks when they... Oh, Reggie Wayne, a beast. He going to go into Hall of Fame within the next 5 years. But, hey, man. Edgar put 5 on it. Said, use an important date to unlock unknown Adonis's phone, or maybe different dates. Yeah, I tried all of the variation of important dates, nothing. Oh, that's what I was going to ask y'all. Put down some combinations. Anywhere between 4 and 6 digits in the chat. I'm going to choose one and see if it opens the phone. Oh, McCarthy got Naylor. Magnificent back shoulder pass. That was beautiful. Big first down on 4th and 3. Hey, big first down on 4th and 3. That was nice. Big first down on 4th and 3. Did I try my birthday? Yes. I tried my birthday. I tried his birthday. I tried the unforgettable Adonis. Thank you very much, Sierra, for that. I tried the unforgettable Adonis's birthday as well, which is today. What are the fucking chances on what would have been our brother's 33rd birthday? The ventilator that is keeping your heart pumping fucking gives out in the morning. What are the chances? His parents' birthday? No, I tried both. I tried both his mother and father's birthday, nothing. And I can't remember the day in which he got his dog. And you know what's funny? I actually didn't mention this. He has a dog. Loves One Piece. He called the name of the dog is Chopper. I don't give a damn about animals. I don't care for animals. Homegirl Adonis, not sis Adonis. Homegirl Adonis. Like, yo, you know, I think he would want you to have your dog. I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm telling you right, absolutely not. And it's funny because I felt like Tommy Shelby in the midst of the conversation. Because if anybody watched Peaky Blinders, where he goes to essentially kill Alfie to get him back. I don't like animals. It's not that I don't like dogs. I don't like animals. I don't care for animals. And it's not like a fear for animals. I never care for animals. I used to watch because they'd come on the commercial, in the arms of the angels. And Patrice O'Neal had a great joke about it. There's a pencil sticking out of his face. Like, I would see those and feel nothing. I'm like, wow, oh, look, it's a dying animal. Huh. Next up, sports. Like, I'd feel nothing, right? And she was like, yeah, I think he would want you to have the dog. And I'm like, man, no, he wouldn't. Why would I take over this fucking dog? You know? But if his mom was on some, yeah, I'm just gonna release the dog, I may be a little conflicted. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh my God, it went right through Justin Jefferson's hands. It went right through Justin Jefferson's hands. He would have had a touchdown. So I'd feel very conflicted. And I felt like I had a moment, because today, as the world turned, my heart beats. Do I have ADHD? I don't know. But as I'm in the hospital, the bed, and his body's laid out over there, and I'm like, yo, if I find myself as a fucking dog owner having to look after your dog, man, I'm gonna be upset. And I thought of touchdown. Easy, right up the gut. Do you need some salami? Nah. You want some pastrami? Nah. You want to go and get some turkey? Nah. Maybe a little bit of ham to the end zone for the touchdown to put the Vikings in position to take the lead. Big sis, Patuan said, did I try the day his brother died years ago? All right, I like that. Let's give that a shot. I think I did, though. But let's see. We will go 08, 09, 03. Fuck! Try again in 1900 seconds. So now I think, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can just fucking restart this. There's no way to know what the limit of the password is, because it just keeps going. Like, there's some people who have, like, their phones, if it's a 4-digit code, you could just put 4, and then if you put 5, then it says incorrect or whatever, so you know what the digits is. I have no idea what it is, you know? So how long is 1900 seconds? A lot, to say the least. Like, I think that one's 16 minutes? I don't know. I refreshed it, and now I have another opportunity, I believe. Yeah, I have another opportunity. I'll try it with the actual 2003, 08, 09, 2003. Fuck! Okay. Right, nothing. Restart again. Is there a way to hack it? There probably is, but I don't know. 15 minutes? Well, there it is. $1996 when One Piece came out. But it was 99 when it came to the States, and they had like the actual show, right? I think no. The manga I think was 96, but the actual show was 99, right? There once was a man named Gold Roger. Other really important dates, I have no idea. I can't remember the day exactly when he got his dog. So, not sure. But yeah, like I was saying, just regarding Thomas Shelby and Peaky Blinders. There's a moment where Tommy essentially goes to take out Alfie, and Alfie says, hey, look after the dog. And then Tommy shoots Alfie in the face. He's supposed to be dead, and then comes back later in the seasons. But you see in the first shot, I believe, of the next season, he has the dog. And I thought that was funny, where it's like, yo, you still looked after son dog afterwards. We're like, no, I'm not looking after the dog, and here you are. So I thought that was funny. I'm like, man, if I become a fucking dog owner because of this motherfucker, that'd be so hilarious. Gerard for 5 months said, forever. Got love for you, Brody. You've gotten me through a lot. Been through the years. We share a lot in common. Fam, love, keep striving for him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Make sure I get a kennel for the dog. I'm not getting a dog. Brian, became a member. I appreciate you. I should have never said it, because y'all gonna mess around and try to speak this into existence. And you know what sucks? If it was a regular typed password, I'd have already been in. I would have already been in. All right, let me go get you guys some statistics right now regarding this game. Why did it go to college football? Let me get you some statistics regarding this game, ladies and gentlemen. We got 9. J.J. McCarthy, he's 11 of 20, 204 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Meanwhile, his counterpart, Dak Prescott, is 16 of 26, 202 yards, no touchdowns, no INTs. On the ground, Jordan Mason, 6 carries, 23 yards. It has not been a running game for the Vikings. In fact, they haven't even passed 50 yards on the ground just yet. Meanwhile, for the Dallas Cowboys, Javonte Williams, 9 carries, 52 yards, and Malik Davis, 8 carries, 21 yards. Both of them have touchdowns. Through the air, it is Jordan Addison, the leading receiver for the Vikings with 2 catches, 66 yards. Justin Jefferson, on 8 targets, has 2 catches for 22 yards. Why didn't you pay Sam Darnold? Justin Jefferson got 8 targets. He's got 2 catches for 22 yards. 2! And he dropped 2 passes. That would have been touchdown. But CeeDee Lamb is a leading receiver right now for the Dallas Cowboys. 4 catches, 81 yards. George Pickens, 3 targets, 1 catch, 10 yards. Terrible. Where is Charles Barkley? Terrible. It's a bad. Final play of the third quarter. What? What are you talking about? Would you stop being a whore for 1 second? What's wrong with you? Sis Adonis just send me the wildest fucking what is wrong with you? Brian put 5 on it, said, should have subbed a bit ago. Love the vids and all the work you do. Sorry for your loss. Thoughts and prayers to you and your family. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It has been a tumultuous past couple of days, and doing everything I can to, make it through. Doing everything I can to make it through. Tiara said, finna beat me up. You know what's funny? Y'all probably would make good friends. Just based on what you write in the chat. Y'all probably would make good friends. This fucking a dumbass. Ladies are fucking dumbass. Yeah, Sister Donna's one of my best friends. Wrote the dumbest thing. She's a chat master, to say the least. Just be writing the most outrageous things just to get a rise out of me. Since drafting Joe Burrow, pass block win rate per ESPN for the wait. So this is for the offensive line for the Cincinnati Bengals. Since drafting Joe Burrow, they've been, since this going from 2020 up until now, they were ranked 29th, 30th, 27th, 32nd, then 28th. Fire Zach Taylor. Fire Zach Taylor. Expeditiously. Get him out of here. Your quarterback is on the ground every single game.
My back. My back.
He getting fucked up. Every single game. Get him out of here. What do you mean? Joe Burrow whole career? The highest rank win rate on pass blocking is 27th? There's 32 teams in the league. You average 3rd to last. That's crazy. Pack them up. Pack them up. Get Zach Taylor the fuck up out of here. Get him the fuck up out of here, bro. That's outrageous. All right. First one without my boy. He used to love this shit. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the final period of this game, where playoff implications are on the line. The Minnesota Vikings, earlier today, by way of the Bears getting a W, find themselves written in the death note. But the Dallas Cowboys' only way and path to the playoffs is by way of winning the division. They can't take a loss here. But the Vikings trying to play spoiler. Who is going to come out on top in the final 15? Ladies and gentlemen, the death note awaits for one, but will it be two? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth quarter. It is the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fourth quarter, the final period. Who's going to come out on top? Dallas Cowboys, Minnesota Vikings. It is time. George Pickens, second reception of this game. This one was for the unknown Adonis. This one was for the unknown Adonis. You know what? I said it last night on the stream. I'm grab it again here today. Got to make my way back to the gym. I'm fixing to start running every maybe 4 times a week. I'm fixing to start running. I'm probably going to put in like 20 miles a week. I ain't going to hold you, because I got to start preparing for this High Rocks. I'm going to dedicate this fucking race to him. And albeit my original goal was to do an hour and 5 minutes. I ain't going to hold you, bro. I think I'm going to push to see if I could break an hour. I know it's crazy. I'm doing doubles, but I'm legit going to be a fucking madman for the next start of the year. Once we pass New Year's, bro, I'm about to be locked the fuck in. I'm be locked the fuck in. And I ain't saying I ain't fixing to be working now. I still am going to be working out now, but I'm telling you right now, once we hit January, I might just 75. Oh my God, he missed again. Brandon Aubrey missed again. 2 field goals in 1 goddamn quarter. He doesn't miss. What is going on? Brandon Aubrey from 59 yards could not connect. He missed. What is going on? You're supposed to be the best kicker in the league. Cameron Dicker is incredibly accurate. Chris Boswell is a stone cold killer. Brandon Aubrey. What happened? What happened? Somebody gonna clip that and make that a fucking meme. What happened? Nonetheless. Oh, because this is Shannon Sharp's, once more, let me get the presentation, because I wouldn't want a situation where it's not presented the right way. I just wish he had a special edition for 2025. This is for the Hall of Fame edition, and this is what I cracked open yesterday on the stream, because he got both the Hall of Fame brothers is right there. So I'm going to take another opportunity to toast with the Shea by Laportier for my brother, the unknown Adonis. So I'll take this and take a moment to commemorate the unknown Adonis. To you, brother. Love you, family. 9, J.J. McCarthy on the ground. That's a first down. That's a first down. Moving the chain, Sargon put 2 on, said, remove Arbery's leg like Roddy Piper. Oh, my. Sargon said he want to see that leg removed. Call on Roddy. Might be a fraud. Grizzly put 20 on it, said, I'm so sorry for you, brother. You're the only reason you survived this year. Love you. First off, that's heavy. That's very heavy. Only reason that you survived this year, man. Jeez. Gotcha, bitch. Love you, man. Feel like shit asking, but can I spare a prayer for your dad? He's going under the knife for a tumor in his heart. You're terrified. I will definitely, first and foremost, everybody who is in the chat right now, if you could write some prayer hands in the chat right now for Grizzly Burns' father going under the knife for a tumor on the heart. This is no easy procedure. This is no easy operation. So if you can spare any sort of thought, prayer at the moment right now for Grizzly Burn and send strength in his direction. I know the Twitch chat is what's displayed right here, so you can see the outpouring of love, but you're in the YouTube chat room right now. Number of the comments are coming in right now. We have you in our thoughts. We have you in our prayers. Afterwards, I usually pray every evening. I always take everything you guys say into account, but first down for TJ Hawkinson. But I have you in my thoughts and prayers, brother, and he's going to get through. He's going to endure. He's going to be better. It's going to be a successful surgery. I pray that he returns back to 100%. Father God, press his hands upon your father, restores the strength within his body, and that you're able to navigate forward into 2026 in a healthy manner, Lord God, to provide the father-son relationship necessary to maturate and continue to navigate through this lifetime. So I'm confident that he'll be able to make it through, and everybody is here for you. You see the support outpouring in the chat room. We're here for you, brother. Keep us updated. Let us know how everything goes. I'm sure things will work out in your favor. Ice Tray put 5 on, said your Patriots blowing the lead was just an abbreviation. Will bounce back. Oh, aberration. Pardon me. I don't know why I said abbreviation. Aberration. Will bounce back next week against Baltimore. We shall see. Sunday Night Football. I'll be live for it. 8642 put 5 on it, said, appreciate your hilarity and wisdom. As for the password problem, have you tried your brother's dog's birthday or the date when he got him? The dog's birthday. Sargon put 2 on, said, Joe is Mike Tyson. I broke my back. Indeed. Big Sis put 2 on, said, your old pin was 5683, which was love. You're just saying. 5683. 6. Fuck. Okay, that ain't work. We're restarting the phone again. We are restarting the phone again. So yeah, so the dog's birthday. I actually don't know the dog's birthday. I am Buddy Pafavo said, praying that the surgery is so and God allows a swift and speedy recovery, pleading the blood of Jesus over his father. Yes, indeed. So we're here. We're a praying community, man. We're here for each other. That's the thing. Like, it's not just emojis. You got to remember, folks in the chat room, like we're here. Y'all are sitting, maybe laying down, just tuning in, watching the stream, watching the game in real time. I appreciate you guys. Oh, by the way, quick question, right? Between these two, which of these pendants? Now, I'm not going to say which one you prefer, but just between the two, which do you think is a little bit cooler? Actually, you know what? It's better if I go individual. So here's an ace. All right, there's an ace here. It is on both sides. Ace. And then this is world in your hand, if you will. This is like the world is in your hands. One is the ace. I believe this is somewhat of a raspberry and something. So y'all let me. Ace and the raspberry. Playing card. Oh, it seemed like it's split. Seems like it's split. Because I'm going to gift. I bought these for me about a year ago, and with the unfortunate passing of the unknown Adonis, I'm gonna gift these away to neighbor Adonis and sis Adonis. They don't know. I mean, they're gonna find out come Christmas. I don't even do holidays like that, but I'm gonna bring these to them. So yeah, so I just got to figure out which one I would give to which. But I sent the photo to sis Adonis. She's like, "Oh, this is cute." I said, "Don't fucking girlify what I said." Damn, XX chromosome. It's cute. Get off my phone with your yagots. But yeah, so I'll probably figure out which one I'll hold the stuff down for. So we'll see. Oh my God, Cavante Turpin got another. Oh wow, he's going down the sideline already inside Minnesota territory. What are we doing? Oh, the unknown Adonis is. Oh, I should say the unchiseled Adonis is calling. Hello.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm 100% streaming right now.
what's up, stream? I was gonna say the manufacturer got back to me.
Okay.
I sent you the message text.
All right.
You need to. So they said that they weren't giving clearance in order to actually help us with it in terms of unlocking it. So they said it has to go through Boost.
It has to go through Boost. Okay. All right. Yeah, because
person I to with experience. So
okay.
yeah. So just giving you an update. I've been looking into seeing if there's another method, but the fact that the manufacturer said that, so I guess we're in the waiting game now.
Right. George first now. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so we'll see. I'll see when they send a certificate. Because I'll talk with Prisca tomorrow. And then I'll go to the house tomorrow to go pick up some stuff. But yeah, so I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm going up to the house tomorrow.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I'll see you there then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm taking how you call them, patriarchal
Patriarchal seed providing Adonis.
providing Adonis pulling up. So
All right, bet.
yeah, yeah. Other than that, I'll leave it to it. Gonna see if I can actually tune into the rest of the stream. Yeah. So for the rest of the chat, appreciate y'all supporting my brother and supporting everybody this difficult time. I think that's about it. That's all I can pretty much say. Holla at you, bro.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Later.
All right. The unchiseled Adonis, ladies and gentlemen. The unchiseled Adonis. Yeah. So, well, Daddy Adonis is crazy. I don't know. the patriarchal seed providing Adonis. My father. But yeah. So Brian B. for 5 said this just in: Dr. Rob Reiner and his wife were found dead in his home. What director Rob Reiner and his wife were found dead in his home in Atlanta? What? Rob Reiner? I know Rob Reiner. What? Homicide? Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa. Rob Reiner was hilarious. Wait a minute. Whoa. 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 Wait. Shit. Mm. All right. Damn. Their son did it. Okay. All right. Oh, well. Oof. Stabbing. Oh, jeez, Louise. Fuck. Oof. May they rest in peace. Golly. What? Wow. Didn't expect to read that. Stabbed to death. What a blow. Jeez, man. Folks is hurting all over the place, man. Golly. But between the pendants, Ace and the World, I'll see which I give to which. It just depends on when the pendants come in. Because originally these were for me. Rest in peace to Rob Reiner and his wife. Golly, that's crazy. But yeah, the hands holding the world, the hand holding the world, and then the pendant. I'll figure out which sis Adonis or neighbor Adonis, which one I'm gonna give to, because my chains that I have here. So I have obviously the one that I'm wearing here. I have this chain and this pendant. This will stay here. And I could always switch whichever chain I have here. I have a couple more. There's a longer one here, and then also this one as well. But I'm probably gonna commission. I've already commissioned a chain for myself, an unknown Adonis that I'll wear. So these two pendants, I'll gift it to sis Adonis and neighbor Adonis. Yeah, R.I.P. Meathead, man. Golly, I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. TJ in the building, son. TJ in the house, man. Your message you sent me on Discord. Yeah, we got to play some Sparking Zero. Yo, it's tough, man. I was gonna play. You know, I gotta go to Unknown Adonis's house literally tomorrow, and I gotta take my Xbox. I got take my Xbox X. Is crazy. I got him an Xbox X for his birthday last year, and now I gotta take that back. It's tough. But we love Dragon Ball Z, and I told the story earlier, because I know you just popped into the chat, but told the story earlier about how one of his last gifts that he got me, literally today, I found out where my Tenkaichi 3 was because the individual who had it wouldn't have spoke to him if the Unknown Adonis hadn't passed. So that was a little Dragon Ball Z thing that was there, and he loved Dragon Ball Z as much as I did. In fact, I would say he loved it a little bit more. So cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. Oh yeah, talk to you if I got a vent. Yeah, man. And I didn't open Discord yet. I have to open it because I've received a ton of different messages. I think it was maybe 2 days ago or maybe yesterday. I went through. I responded to some messages that was there. But yeah, for sure, absolutely. And I hope all is well with your family. I don't know if you had responded or not. I didn't look in the chat. Maybe you did. But yeah, I hope all is well and things are all right. Sargon said, "What systems do I have?" I can take my PS3 from my parents' house because, like I said on the stream yesterday, I did take these games, and it's not even like I didn't even have it gimmicked for the passing. I picked these up 2 weeks ago to bring them from my parents' house to bring them here. Like like I said yesterday, like the receipt is still in here from 2014 when the Unknown Adonis bought this for me. But the PS3 is at my parents' house. My brother was playing the PS4 literally yesterday when I got to my parents' crib. He was playing 2K18. But the PS3, I have that. My PS2 is over there. The handhelds with the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo SP, that stuff is there. I have no idea where my Game Boy Color and SP is. No, that doesn't really count. My GameCube is right here. My GameCube is right here. My N64 is Jesus. My N64 is right here. So that's No Mercy that's in there right now. N64 is right here. Is this GoldenEye? Why is GoldenEye on the ground? Hold on, wait a minute. Why is GoldenEye on the ground? Let me grab that foot. Why is GoldenEye on the? Yeah, I gotta put this back in place. But GoldenEye is right here. I gotta go put that over there with the rest of the games. But yeah, so I have this here. And PS5, let me zoom out. PS5 is right here. So most likely the Xbox X is going to go right here as well. So yeah, so Xbox X momentarily, PS5, N64, GameCube, PS2, and PS3 if I want to take it from my parents' house. Braden said, nice fit. Sorry for your loss. Prayers are with you and your family. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. No, truly, I do. I'm not just saying it. Like, I was overwhelmed last night with the amount of messages. And like I said, like, there's a lot of times where we undervalue how important community is. And even if it's through the second screen, because I've cultivated a relationship with you guys over time, like those who I've met in person, I was disappointed today because I was in a rush, obviously, to make it to the hospital. The security guard in the fucking hospital recognized me. He's like, yo, I've been a big fan. I appreciate you. And I hate the word fan. I always say supporter rather than fan. But he said, yeah, I've been a big fan. I appreciate you. I watched you for years. I'm like, man, I appreciate that. But I was in a rush to make it, upstairs because I was under the impression like, yo, I got to get there so that when they ultimately pull the plug, I'll be there in time. I didn't know that heart had already given out. But when I was leaving, I went back downstairs to go see if I could find him so I could go take a photo. But he already rotated posts. So missed opportunity. But, there's that. ANJ Network in the building. What's going on? Says, very sorry for my loss. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Said, hold on to the great memories you had. Cartman said, hold on to the great memories together. And remember, you shall be reunited again in time in a much better place. 100%. I'm just glad that he don't got pain no. AJ Network said, didn't realize I was live until just now. Hi, my deepest condolences for my brother. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Post notifications don't really go out like that, but it's all good. Marco put 2 on and said, your condolences for me and my family. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Son TJ, by the way, when we first met at DreamCon, and I had told you that my brother watches your videos, that was the brother I was talking about. Unknown Adonis was a subscriber to your channel. And knew who you were before I knew who you were. So, yeah, he was a good dude, man. I can't tell you, like, I logged into his Gmail to back up his files. And the amount of One Piece videos that, like, Grand Line Review, we used to send videos back and fucking forth about Grand Line Review and One Piece. So many videos there, man. It's gonna be tough watching One Piece moving forward. It's gonna be tough. Snowman put 10 on and said, I'm sorry for your loss, sending positive energy. I was legit. Thank you very much. That means a lot. I was legit letting One Piece build up so that I could watch it and then kind of give him live commentary. And now I got to watch My Hero as well and finish the series because apparently the series is finished yesterday. So much, man. Yeah, we watch, like, I haven't seen much of Grand Line Reviews in a little bit because I haven't really consumed too much YouTube in the past couple of months, if you will. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's fucking tough. There were so many. There was another channel, I forget his name because he sent me a lot of his videos. We just go back and forth, and like I said this yesterday on stream, like, it's a 21st century problem where I'll be on Instagram and I'll just see a reel. I'm like, yo, let me send this to fuck. I was talking to the Unchiseled Adonis about that today. He's like, yo, I sent him a reel. The Mr. No IG today, it's in the chat room right now. He wrote a message this evening as if he was writing it to him and said, damn, son, I know you probably in the afterlife going crazy right now, man. You having a hell of a time. I'm like, fuck. Wow, what a hit on Hawkinson. He's short of the first down. Oh, Urinating Tree sent me. He just commented on the video. I appreciate it. That's love. I got a lot of people to send messages. But yeah, man, this fuck. Grief is gonna be tough. Man. Grief is gonna I think of that Kev on Stage video so much because it just randomly popped up one of them days like months ago where he's just in his closet crying. He looked like he had been crying for a period of time. And like, yo, I was just thinking about my brother, man. He got no business being dead. Something came across my mind. I wanted to talk about him, and I wanted to talk to him, and I can't even talk to him, man. Like I can't even have a conversation back and forth about a situation. Like, damn, man, like that. The finality of life is just. It's tough. And I thought about this so heavy. Like after Marshawn Nealon's passing, and I talked with Unknown Adonis about this. I'm like, yo, we would never know what somebody going through unless you talk to somebody about it. You know, we should be much more open about our feelings and everything like that. So we went to Naruto Ramen in Long Island. Went to Naruto because we had been going to Naruto Ramen in Park Slope, but that location closed down. We went to the Naruto Ramen in Manhattan before, and we went to. I didn't even know there was a Naruto Ramen in Long Island. And that was the last time we went out to eat, aside from when he came to my house for Friendsgiving. And man, we talked about so many different things and trying to just unpack things and make things make sense. First down Vikings and try to make things make sense, man. Golly. And now son gone, man. Son gone, man. It's tough. Big Fat Paulie in the building for 5 said, like I told you in the Discord DM yesterday, you hear from me. Like I was, if I need you, if I need to talk, yeah, 100%, man. I appreciate you, reaching out multiple different times, and being somewhat of a lifeline, if you will. So thank you very much for that, man. Because you guys, like I said yesterday on the stream, you guys got no idea how much I appreciate y'all, man. Like the beautiful thing about being able to have a community, even if it was like 10 folks, 15 folks, 20 folks, whatever the case is, knowing that I'm seeing familiar, names pop up to the stream every single day, we could just be talking. And I said this after the Nealon situation. I want to start doing this week by week, mental health check-in shit. So I'll pick which day. In the Clutch does their Bible study on Wednesday, so I don't want to troop on them. Maybe a Tuesday when we're like gaming or something. Like we'll probably go in the middle of the day, folks just getting off of work. We'll probably start like 5 or some shit like that. We'll take a couple of hours and then we'll go into gaming later in the evening. But man, obviously this week will be a little bit tough to go and get that stuff situation because we got to get affairs in order. But before the end of the year, could maybe get into it, and then ultimately going into 2026 for sure, have something that folks can just come on and vent, talk about life, and gotta be there for each other, man. Gotta be there for each other. Mr. Solomon Ring Pateno said we need to see you in an NFL shop commercial. That'd be great. I actually was gonna buy. Shout out to Kyle Juszczyk's wife. I believe, is it Kristen? I don't know her name. But Kyle Juszczyk's wife, who does the designing of the Oh wow, did he fumble? Did Dalvin Cook actually fumble? They said he's down by contact. But now we got to see if we can get a replay here. But I was considering buying one of these sleeveless bubble jackets. But oh yeah, he's down by contact. I was considering buying one. Oh, it is Kristen. Okay. Yeah, I was considering buying one. But I said, you know what? Should I get one? Should I not? I already got coats. I don't think that's necessary. But it was cool designs. Soul Devourer, Pateno said one of the things that sucks about death is grieving. Death and grieving is that everything reminds you of them. You still get used to that with your granddad being gone. We always watch football together. Saturdays hurt, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the fucking thing, man. That's the toughest thing about the situation, man. I kid you not. get married, like walking down the aisle, standing there, I probably will have a chair for. And what sucks is 2023, when we had that conversation in the hospital and I was getting ready to go to Greece, and I 100% prepared for upon returning back, he would be gone. I remember telling him, I was like, yo, if in the event this is it, bro, you know, when the time comes and I get married, I'm gonna have a vacant seat there for you. I want you to know that. He's like, nah, man, you know, I'm gonna be there. You don't gotta worry about that. Now, son ain't here. And I'm at that vacancy. That's probably what's gonna break me. Hey, future wife, if you listening, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you see me crying at the wedding, I don't want to disrespect you. I ain't gonna say it ain't you, but it ain't just you. That's all I have to say about that. It ain't just if I shed a tear, the motherfucker walking down the goddamn wedding. Oh man, he crying for the bride. Bro, my bro ain't here. My bro ain't here. That shit might fucking hurt, fam. I kid you not. That shit might fucking hurt, fam. So we'll see. Marco, but 2 on and said we gonna get you that 1 million subs. Hashtag can't stop. Hashtag won't stop. I appreciate that, man. Much love. Cowboys got to get a stop here. 1st and 10. They're able to slow them down. They're on the north side of the 2-minute warning. So if they can slow them down here on 2nd down, 3rd down, they'll be in a position to get the stop. They're trailing by 8. 2 missed field goals really hurt them right now because it would have been a game where a field goal wins it for them. But under no circumstance can they allow the Vikings to move the chains and get into field goal range because that ultimately ends the game. But really, one first down, the game's done. 1 first down, the game's done. And their season is done. Oh, wow, they're already in field goal range. Never mind, I take that back. They're already in field goal range. I take that back. They're at the 30 right now. You got to hope that your special teams comes through or your offense forces that football out. Straight games for 5 on. Said, you wish you could give me a hug. Wish there was more you can do. Hey, listen, this is more than enough. Just being here is more than enough. Like truly, I am not underselling how much I appreciate y'all just being here. Sarah said, you know, Walls of Jericho, the eventual wife. Like, man, you gotta relax. Could you imagine? Like, no, man, I got her in a lion tamer right now. My knee is on her face. What you doing that for? Because she don't understand. Adonis lost a brother. God damn. I mean, you gotta chill. Marco put 2 on and said, what's up with these runs on ACLs this weekend? Crazy, ain't it? Micah Parsons gone. Patrick Mahomes gone. Y'all got my back? I appreciate it. We all gonna jump the fuck out of here. We all gonna jump. She gonna be walking down the house. She in the Walls of Jericho. RKO. Like, oh, why'd he run down the hall? Like, RKO, his future wife. What's going on? Yeah, folks is having a bad time right there. Concerto is crazy. Cause you know, women be doing they get the full makeup stuff before the wedding. So could you imagine you get caught with a concerto? You went and sat inside the makeup chair for hours. Get caught with a concerto is hilarious. Sammy said you've been going through some grief recently. Definitely not to the same degree as mine, but man, it sucks. Found me later on last year on Thanksgiving. Been around since. Hear from you, boss man. I appreciate you. And listen, it could be the same degree as mine. It's not as if mine is at a higher degree than yours, because grief is grief, as far as I'm concerned. So tough situation, you know. Nicholas said, if my team beat the Dolphins, they're in the death note. Yes, if the Dolphins lose, they're in the death note. 4th and 15. Yeah, it's funny that the Vikings ended up running the football because I guess they wanted to guarantee that the football would, or I should say the ball remains in boots. But I would have considered throwing the ball and doing something just to get a first down and just win this game. But they lost yardage here. So if you get a field goal and it goes through, this game is done and Dallas' season is over. Whee! Richard with an opportunity to end the Dallas season from 53 yards out. It's a kick that he's made before. To put the Cowboys potentially in the death note. Snap, hold, kick, up, through, uprights, and it's good. It's a 2-possession game. The Cowboys are in trouble. No, I stayed silent the whole game. I didn't want to say anything. I was going to sit here on the sideline and wait. I can't wait anymore. What's going on? George Pickens not having any sort of showcase today. CD, he didn't show up. Devontae with Dinkate. We were supposed to be out here balling. We got to stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive. We're not staying alive anymore. Why? 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 Brandon Aubrey, he missed 2 field goals. How you missed that field goal? Defense. Defense. 9 is supposed to be ass. 9 is supposed to be twist. 9 is not supposed to remember how to play football. But for whatever reason, he come out here and he playing like it's the Super Bowl. We're supposed to be the Cowboy. We can't allow this shit. Come on. We need a miracle. Everybody, put your hand to the air and summon the power of Goku so that we can resurrect the Dallas Cowboy. We have to win this game to CLA. Come on, Cowboy. Come on, Cowboy. We them boys. Nobody gonna stop us now. Yeah, something was going on. Something was going on. I don't know what's happening. Stream went black and shit. I thought I passed out. Dak going down the field. Got a man. It's the other. Oh, it's broken up. Almost got intercepted by Harrison Smith. Big Fat Paulie said, I've ever thought about doing the stream with the fans live. Well, first off, supporters rather than fans. But yeah, I did that in Hot Mic days on stream. Got to bring that back. Matthew, put 5 on it. That was good, CA. My condolences to unknown Adonis. Sending my prayers. And also Skull Vikings, even though we're in the Death Note. SpongeBob crashing out right now. Yeah, I'm sure SpongeBob is. I wonder where Son is at. Why y'all laughing? Yeah, I wonder where Son is at. 1 minute left to go. 60 seconds in this game. Dak is on the move, trying to keep this game alive. Dak down the field, got a man. That's a first down. You got to hurry up and get to the line. You got to clock it. 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 Nine deep one. Patuas, I told you Vikings brought Dallas down with them. Indeed, that's what they're here to do. That is what they out here to do. Your boy Nick said there's a successful hate watch. Oh my. Grizzly Burn for 5 on it said, just wanted to say on behalf of your dad and I, thank you all. You guys choked me up a bit for a second, and once again, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for your condolences and best of luck and well wishes and confidence and strength and perseverance to your father as he gets ready to go under the knife. Did you specify which day? I believe you said this upcoming week. Let me scroll up, see if I can. Thank God they have a new. They had the tab here for the donation, so you're able to at least go and scroll up. I forget how long ago this was, but it had to be a little over an hour ago. First and 10. Oh, he's got CeeDee Lamb. They got to get back down there and spike it. They got to get back down there and spike it. Pray for your father's going under the knife tumor. Oh, you didn't say the date of when it's happening. So if it is recent and coming up very soon. Oh, tomorrow morning. Oh, geez. Okay. Tomorrow morning. Yeah. Okay. Geez. All right. Tomorrow morning. We are less than, oh boy. Yeah, we're less than 12 hours away, perhaps. I mean, because it's 11:27 right now. So 12 hours from now will be 30 minutes from the morning. All right, cool. Oof. And that's pressure. I could see why I could see why it's mounting. They're gonna go to field for the field goal right now because they're running out of time. Brandon Aubrey's kick, got it. Field goal is good. They need the onside recovery and then a Hail Mary. All right. Hey man, hey, we here with you. Jeez, bro. I know oof. The same feeling I felt when I got the phone call on Wednesday is probably what you're feeling. It's like that uneasiness because you just don't know. So these wish you the best, bro. I wish you the best. And I'm hoping that tomorrow evening when I go and I stream, I see you in the chat room and you give us good news, brother. I'm confident that'll happen. We're here with you. 8-point game, 19 seconds remain. How do I feel about the 49ers in the playoffs? Hey, they get in, they'll be all right. I don't have too much confidence in them, though. I think they're out in a game, depending on their matchup, of course. Because if they end up getting the 5 seed, which I don't believe they will, but if they end up getting the 5 seed, you play against the NFC South, I think they're bouncing them out because Carolina continues to disappoint me. Here we go. Onside kick, 19-second remain. The Dallas Cowboys need this recovery here. Dallas Cowboys need this recovery here. Here we go. There's the kick. No bounce. The Vikings got it. The Vikings got it. The Vikings have it. Sunny day. Everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? It's over. Over. By the way, I'm opening videos from the unknown Adonis right now. Just to see, because somebody mentioned the dog's birthday. Perhaps that could be a video. Or I should not a video. That could be a potential password. So now I'm trying to see of the videos, but nothing is labeled. Like it's just dates. If I was able to get into it, it'd be easier. Searching extensively. He got so many fucking saved videos. Who's this discount Dak Prescott? Am I tripping? Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. This dude look like a discount Dak Prescott to me. Maybe I'm wilding. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Discount Dak Prescott. Side profile kind of give me a little bit of Dak Prescott. I ain't gonna hold you. Maybe I'm tripping. But some got a random video of he had a lot of fruitarians, if you will. Whack Prescott's hilarious. But game is over. Now, I just got to see if it's official that they're in Elimination Station. Oh, I never posted this on Twitter. All right, let me post that on Twitter. I have a lot of the Cena stuff was never uploaded. Is it official that Dallas is in the Death Note? Dallas lost. So does that put them in the Death Note? It should, right? Or is it delayed? They are saying, how is Dallas not eliminated yet? Dallas should be eliminated. They're still alive? How? What's the distance between them and Philly? Because they beat Philly the second time. What's their record? They're 3-1 in the division. Philly is 2-2. Philly's 9-5. Dallas is 6-7. Oh, yeah. They're still alive. Because if Philly loses 3 consecutive games and Dallas wins 3 in a row, Philly can lose the division. Yeah, Dallas is not. Yeah, Dallas isn't in the death note yet. One more week. One more week, ladies and gentlemen. One more week.
_OO is now following.
Until then. But despite the victory, Minnesota knows exactly where they're heading. One way or another, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The Dallas Cowboys took a loss
is now following.
here tonight on Sunday Night Football, where the Minnesota Vikings took care of business, and despite getting put into elimination station, they made sure the Dallas Cowboys had to take a loss. No, that's not right. That's not right. Somebody's lying. Somebody's scheming. Somebody's cheating. We wasn't supposed to lose this game. There's somebody who's colluded to slow us down. We were supposed to win the game and continue to qualify for the playoff, but they slowed us down. Nine went out there and dimed us up. How do we allow day deficit and day McCarthy to struggle to connect but still win a game? That's bullshit. It's not what we supposed to be them boys. What happened to the deck attack? What happened to Michael Irvin on commentary? Troy Aikman on commentary? Skip Bayless the analyst. We were supposed to go on and win. How do we lose? This isn't fair. Somebody cheating. I'm gonna storm the Capitol. I'm gonna protest it. This not fair. The fuck is going on? Nonetheless, the Dallas Cowboys have to take out their Metro card and get aboard the L train. You lose.
You lose.
Pack them up because they're a
Failure.
And what are they eating for dinner?
Fresh hot ales, 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 fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ales. Get your lemons.
It's over. You lose.
Pack them up. Cowboys lose. Talk about a fucking weekend. You know, the unknown Adonis loved the Eagles and hated the Cowboys. So this would probably put a smile on his face. The Eagles win, John Cena's retirement, and then a Cowboys loss. What a weekend, huh? One last toast to the unknown Adonis. And we are live tomorrow evening for Monday Night Football and also Monday Night Raw. I don't know if they're going to put streamers in a compilation or whatever the case may be, but if there was ever a time frame where I wish and I hope that WWE, if they're putting together streamers' reactions, they throw me in there, this would be one that I would hope that they add me. That actually be pretty cool to go and see, especially a stream in which I'm honoring, you know, the unknown Adonis. So one last time, an opportunity, at least for today, because I'll probably, moving forward, always take a moment to acknowledge him. For the unknown Adonis, straight to the head. Love you, brother. Chocolate Sensation 69. My guy. I actually have his login. Maybe if I get into the phone, maybe there'll be a day in which I log in as him. I ain't gonna do that. I might do it. I don't know. But appreciate y'all, man. Brian for 5-1 said, despite the win, the Vikings are officially in death note. Indeed they are, because they gotta take themselves to elimination station. Because despite the win, they go somewhere different. For their failures of accumulating enough wins to sustain a winning season that would qualify them into games played into late January. Their failures of striking fear into their opposition. Their failures of not being dragged as a joke because Nye could not go out there and throw the football to Justin Jefferson. Nye couldn't go out there and lead the offense like Sam Darnold did last year. Nye couldn't go out there and get as much victories as the previous quarterbacks. Consider your names written down in the death note, because your dreams of playing football into late January, your dreams of being able to compete, advance to a Super Bowl again for the first time since 1978? 77. 76, actually. Your dreams of competing in Super Bowl 60 and hoisting up the Lombardi has been absolutely deleted. Pack 'em up.
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true.
Send them to the Shadow Realm. I don't have the full delete clip. That's neither here nor there. We shall survive nonetheless. One way or another. I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. Dread said, what is the brand of the phone? It is a Celero 5G is the phone. A Celero 5G. I don't think it's gonna phone. Yeah, there it is. A Celero 5G is the brand of the phone. DeAndre Jackson put 2-1 said, crash out SpongeBob loading. Stay tuned for the commentary. That's gonna be a good one. Delete them. Stay tuned for the commentary tomorrow. Gonna have to put the Vikings in the death note, and we could talk further about the phone, but most likely I will see if I mess around and I get the death certificate. Most likely we'll see if they can get in there tomorrow, but if not, then maybe later in the week we shall see. But I appreciate y'all one way or another, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Eddie, take us out. Have a good night.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.